Hello, my friends! Welcome back to the stream, to the Curse of the Black Mountain. We are finally back after nearly 3 weeks of vacation. Well, at least I have been on vacation. I have been to Greece, and now I'm back. And it looks like I haven't been in the sun, but I have. Bathe and sun. But now, I'm ready for some role-playing game. In the previous episode, a lot of things happened. They really lost their connection to the laughing god, had an argument, and they even fought the mad god inside of the scepter or some realm that this creature had. They fought the beholder. They also went up a level, so they are all of the party are now level 16, and also Rill lost her powers. What you think? Well, everybody thinks at least. And during this, and the last thing that Malarion, the Laughing God, told the group or told Rill was that he or they have found a new successor for the scepter. So, talking a little bit about that, and they try to locate who this person is. They kind of knew, in a way, that it would be Rill's sister. They was told there were some problems going on with her, and they immediately went down there, and they can see that Rill's sister has completely been overtaken by the scepter, doing these very, very bizarre things, killing a lot of the members of the organization called Demolora, which is the exorcists or supernatural people of that they know here in Varensil. But they had this very encounter and talking with Rill's sister, and they made this antagonistic monologue, talking a lot of what they were supposed to do with them. But it ended with that Videl used his flame tongue, or this flaming sword, to cut off the hand of Rill's sister, immediately dropping the scepter, but also she drops into a coma. This leaves the scepter being untouched. And they use a pair of pliers that they had previously from the campaign that you can pick up magical items with it. They met up later on with the people and Aquila, that also works at the Demolora, which were ashamed and sad that members of the Demolora was killed, but also that they couldn't really help Rill's sister, that it ended this horrifying way. They promised also that they would do anything in their power to try to get Rill's sister back. They believe that, well, she was in a coma state that they have seen previously in the campaign. They believe that the soul or something with the Rill's sister is still inside of the scepter, but to reach it, Rill or anybody needs to wield it again, or they need to do something else in order to get into the scepter and retrieve back Rill's sister again. So, Aquila went down into the basement where Harold, a very weird member of the Demolora, were obsessively thinking and writing notes about the Dark Scepter and wielder weapons. So she went down there in order to see if they can find any clues, or if a person could wield 2 wielder weapons. And the adventurers went up to their room, taking also Rill's sister up there, and they decided to not leave the scepter to get with the Demolora because of the nature and the dangerous level of this weapon. So they used the pliers in the room. So now Videl is holding with both his hands, grasping it and looking at it, as on the other side Blinky is staring at Videl, trying to see so the scepter doesn't do any harm to him. Blork is asleep in the dome because he's snoring, and the last thing she did was to contact the opposite of Malarion, which is Eir. And Eir is more of it's also an eldritch god, eldritch being, but it's more in the realm of dreams and secrets. But reached out in more of a trying to find a common ground towards a common enemy. Maybe Rill could use Eir to maybe teach Malarion a lesson. But in order to make this pact complete, Rill needs to travel to the city of Kyril and find their tome in order to make this pact complete. But we will see what's going to happen with that. But now, my friends, let's return back. And before we do that, yeah, the group is back.
The Nyas.
Nyas are back. My friends, let's do this.
Do what?
Play some role-playing game.
Do what?
Do what?
Express our feelings.
A mixture of feelings. All right.
I'm so happy scared.
Yes.
Scrappy?
Constant state of mind.
Nervous laughter.
Let us return back to the story. We return back as the room is still in the very early times of the night. It's getting rapidly colder outside here in this northern part of the world. As you don't hear Blork, but you almost can see that the tiny hut is levitating upwards for every inhale and exhale. But Rill has fallen asleep as well. It went quite rapidly. As you, Vidal, and Blinky, you are... It's almost like... Well, Vidal has a staring contest with the with the scepter, and Blinky has a staring contest with Vidal. So it's more like you're staring at each other.
Who's winning?
Right now, you are winning, Vidal,
Yes.
against the scepter.
Did something special happen to me, or am I just sleeping normally?
You are very tired.
Yes. As I wasn't here last episode.
No. Yes. But we return back as it's getting very much more darker outside. It's getting quite harder to see for Vidal because of it's getting darker inside the room, but I figured that you just use the goggles and it goes from being very... As soon as the darkness comes into the room, it falls to this natural silence within the room. Nothing really happens for quite some time. So if you want to do anything, Vidal and Blinky, it's up to you.
I'm holding it with both hands, staring.
Mm-hmm. The crystal in the scepter, it's swirling a little bit, like an 8-ball. Kind of like.
Well, I'm gonna shake it from
Mhm.
time to time just to see what happens. But
The dust or the interior of the scepter, you can see it follows every point of as you are shaking it, it follows a little bit, but then it starts to swirl in the same fashion again.
yeah, and the finger was back, right?
The finger is back on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna spend my time watching the scepter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stare at him doing this.
Mhm.
But I am going to try to cast Mind Blank on
Mhm.
myself. If it works in this town or not. Because might as well since I'm gonna spend that spell slot,
I'm just gonna look at it.
it's a level 8.
Level 8 spell.
Yeah.
As you are preparing to cast it, you can see Videl as you are sitting close by. As you can see this very strange light from the nebula, and also, but it's a mixture with a sickening green colorization to it. As Blinky just implodes and just dies. No. No. We just talked previously, like, if this spell doesn't work, well, it actually does work.
If it works is one point, but if you fuck me over with other things, then we
Yeah,
have
no.
a long discussion.
Actually, when you cast this spell, for the first thought, it's more like you think it would be some sort of resistance, because you have heard that there is something in the city that prevents magic from occurring, or a signal or alarm that somebody's using magic. But as soon as you cast it, nothing really happens more than the spell just appears and you take full effect of mind blank. You can maybe see that as soon as you cast it, the scepter slightly twitches a little bit. But ever so slightly.
Oh.
And nothing more really happens. More than the staring contest, trying to see if anything happens to Videl. But not much is really happening. But I really want...
Blinky's gonna just be like, I can't hurt, can it? And she's gonna take out her shock and just start to draw a circle around Videl. And then outside of that, she's gonna start to draw the Andal Kadir symbol, like, over and over and over and over and over and over. She's gonna look like a madman has been in this room. It's like, I don't have anything better to do.
How before we're gonna do some rolls, how long are you planning to stay up with the pliers, and then you shift, or what are your plans with it?
I would guess we've been doing guard shifts before, so I'd assume it's just for however long we usually do it.
Yeah,
Whatever that is.
normal amount of time.
Yeah. Exactly.
2-3 hours and then shift.
Yeah.
Do you guys shift, or do you move to the other people? Like you wait.
We wake Rill up first. And then I think we were supposed to wake Blork up after.
We're gonna wait until the very end shift to wake Blork up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, then
So
it's
one
more
of
than
us-
3 hours, so then you have to wait a little bit more. Okay, but then I know. But are you going to shift the pliers between each other, or is it only Videl that's going to hold the pliers?
I think we might shift at one point.
Okay. Okay, before we are going to do anything else, I want both of you to make perception checks.
Oh, a roll.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah, you gotta
Yes.
do
So
the roll.
long.
Oh, an 11.
Oh, it's so mediocre.
Yes.
Like this campaign.
No, it's not.
It's worse than my passive.
But that is also quite accurate. You're holding the pliers and
Yeah.
you're looking at the scepter.
25.
25. For the majority of the time that you are spending here, it's going to take a long couple of hours. Occasionally you maybe talk a little bit, like small talk, but not so much that you lose focus. Videl, you're completely focusing on what is actually happening around you with Blinky and also the scepter. You don't hear really much. But Blinky, you as a individual that has spent more time in trying to distinguish sound in the vicinity for if you try to find any threats, you can actually hear occasionally that people are moving quite heavy stuff close by, maybe in the downstairs. And then occasionally you hear people sobbing and moaning and quite like sad. But then after an hour or so, it's gone completely silent in the establishment.
Is it downstairs we were? Where?
Yes. Yes, you were
I
downstairs.
can imagine what they're moving.
Yeah. But a couple, 3-4 hours, I would say 4 hours passes as you have spent your time. Nothing really happens with the scepter, and nothing really happens in the room more than Blinky has drawn the Andul Kadir so many times that it almost hurts. Like you almost get mouse hand from a mouse arm from it. So
How long has I been asleep?
4 hours.
Is that 8 hours is a long rest, right?
Yes, exactly. But you feel now that your shift together has probably come to an end, and maybe this is the time some of your companions will wake up, or what you wish to do.
Oh, really instructed us to wake her up first, so I'll do that.
I'm pretty heavily damaged, I see, but I don't remember what I...
You fought a
Okay.
beholder.
Yeah.
We fought up. Holder.
Oh yeah, that I remember, but
Yeah.
I thought...
We have not
Okay.
healed since then,
No,
so
exactly.
I'm also kind of hurt.
Yeah, and Blork, you got a couple of hours of sleep right before this, right?
Quite yes, but
Yeah.
it's not fully a full rest yet. But real immediately as soon as they just wake you up, like touch your bed, or you immediately wake up. Like she looks like she's asleep, but as soon as you touch the bed or approach her, she immediately opens up her eyes, like she was waiting.
You're very alert.
And Rill, you have gained a full long rest already.
Oh,
It's still in the
Yes.
middle of the night, but
I feel very rested.
as both of you can see, Rill still has some, like, you can see there are some remnants of the battle on the previous, like, but she looks quite well now. She looks like she has been healed properly.
So, my turn?
Yeah.
Alone?
No, someone is gonna be awake with you,
Look?
I guess.
I mean, you do need to rest now.
Do we wake him up?
Now go inside.
Can we?
I don't know.
Wait, I can't have walked over to Real. Wait, it doesn't matter.
No,
we're
you
gonna wake
stand
him
with
up.
the foot.
I did it anyway because we're gonna probably wake him up.
Try to wake him up?
Yeah.
Blork, make a perception check with disadvantage.
Yes.
Because it's a mosquito poking him.
It's a mosquito poking.
Tickle him under the feet.
Nope.
7.
He is so damn asleep.
Okay, we're doing this again. Yeah. Into the air it goes.
Make a perception check with not disadvantage, but you know.
What did you do?
I wet willied your ear. Oh,
20.
Blork immediately wakes up.
What's happening?
it's your turn to guard.
Oh, ow, okay. My body hurts.
Yeah,
Blork is still like bleeding a little bit.
It's okay. You can rest on some pillows.
Yes.
I can't guard on pillows.
You can sit on pillows and stare at. You're supposed to guard the scepter. You stare at it.
My bottom does not hurt.
Where do you hurt?
Everywhere else, almost. Where was I wounded?
Everywhere else.
I
Everywhere. In the
seem to
stomach.
recall a special wound, like
You got like a huge hole into the stomach.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But
My-
it's healed. But
My tummy hurts.
I hold up my arms with teeth marks. Yeah. I mean, it's
I'm going now.
yeah. No sympathy.
Is the dome still up? Or...
No, not anymore.
no.
But I
Well,
can make another one.
Yeah, you can make another one. Yeah.
So who's
Really,
gonna...
guy?
Yeah.
I had a dream about goat.
Yeah, might be when you spooned me earlier.
I did? What is
Yeah.
spoon? Did I hit you with a spoon?
And no, you hugged me in your sleep.
That's nice.
It was nice. You didn't snore at least.
I'm going to go on guard duty now.
Yeah. So should Blork hold the scepter or should you do that, Rill?
I
Well,
don't
now
want to
we're-
touch it.
No, you holding these things.
You see a pair of pliers. Like,
We can take turns.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I imagine I will get quite tired in my arms if I'm gonna sit entire like this.
Yeah, it helps you kind of sit in a little crouched position and you shove it between your legs, kind of, and then hold it
I could
With
hold
both
it.
your hands.
both. We made a little
We will
circle.
figure something out.
oh yeah. When you look over where Videl and Blinky sat, there is a huge circle, a black circle, and around it you can see the familiar, very good crafted like symbols of Andul Kadir, like rapidly going around in like, I would say a circle of like 6 around it.
At some point, she got bored and made some butterflies too.
Yeah.
I just started drawing in general.
Elephants and...
Yeah.
Is there a point to the circle?
No, I just figured why not?
Okay, so we sit in the circle then when we hold.
Yeah. Could
why
work.
not?
Why not, right?
I
If we
give,
believe it works, maybe it works.
Yeah. I give the pliers to Blork.
I take them with one hand because I have big hands.
Yeah,
Sit in the circle.
don't drop it. And I'm gonna fall down on a bed.
What happens if I drop it?
We don't know.
We might
Spooky
die.
bad things.
I tighten my grip around the pliers,
Mhm.
Good.
but they doesn't bend or something.
No.
These, not
They-
these.
It's at first when you're like almost like panicking, like clutching them, and then you look at them. But then, Blorkas, you are quite amazed because they don't break at all. You can see that it doesn't even bend when you just apply pressure to it. The only thing that you can see is that a symbol on them starts to like a little bit start to show. It says it looks like the Andul Kadir symbol on them.
Yeah,
But
I
it-
clinch very hard.
But it's almost like they want to have a magical command or something.
Then I sit perfectly still.
Speaking of magical command, does he hear the voice in his head?
About,
All right.
about
Wait, where are they? Pliers,
Fundine,
pliers,
I
yes,
think.
pliers.
No, that's hammer.
Pliers. Pliers, where the fuck are you? There, pliers. Pliers, I have so much shit.
This is an item that comes from a very long time ago.
Episode 2 before the
Episode 2.
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By invoking, as you said, the ancient dwarven words of
Yeah. Yeah.
Hindr
Good.
och in...
But
he's yeah.
that is, the only thing that it does, it makes the players immune to fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he does hear the dwarven words in his mind when
Yes.
he
Yeah, because
touches
the
it.
player sort of like whispers the commands to whoever holds them.
Constantly, so it's like
Not constantly. It's kind of like
It's more like,
if you
what-
focus on it, it will come to you. But if you just leave it be, it's just gonna be like something in the back.
You feel a lot like a presence. But do you sit down in the circle, Blork, or do you stand up? Do you stand up looking at them?
Yeah, I stand up.
You stand up. Okay. So Videl and Blinky goes to bed. I
Fall
want.
asleep next to Videl, like scooch over.
Do I have
Probably
to
gonna
stand in
hug
the
her.
circle?
It would make Tiny Lady happy, I think. She made such an effort drawing it after all.
Okay.
Okay. I want Blork and Rill to make perception checks.
6.
Mm-hmm. Very focusing on those pliers.
Yes.
Oh,
Dirty
Oh my god,
20.
20! Oh my god. It takes, well, a long time as Blork. You're still standing up holding the pliers, but then after a while, I would say that when you're standing, it's more like you're kind of like not leaning, and maybe if you want to, you can sit down at the circle, or you can just warrior it out and just stand still. Stand still in a couple of hours.
Well, my legs are getting a bit tired, maybe, so I guess I sit after a while. Very carefully.
But the only thing that you're focusing on are the scepter and the swirly like things that is happening inside of the scepter. But nothing more, nothing less. And
I feel very clear in my mind.
could it be because of the scepter?
Oh my god.
Blork, the new wielder of the scepter.
yes, eat it,
Wow.
Blork.
But Rill, as you are listening, you can hear there are people that are moving outside of the establishment after like an hour and half an hour or so. You can hear like arguments between two people. One of the voices you recognize is Aquila. That is sounding like an argument is about to happen. Like you can hear the desperation in Aquila's voice that there is an argument going back and forth. Like she wants clearly something to happen, but the person she's talking to simply does not want to comply with it. But it ends after like 10 minutes, and then people go separate ways, and then the streets and the establishment fall into silence again.
Look,
Yes.
how do you feel apart from the pain in your stomach?
A bit nervous. And my hand kind of hurts.
I don't think you need to squeeze that hard.
Yes, I can't drop it.
If Videl managed to hold it, and also Blinky, then I don't think you need to use all of your strength if you compare your amount of strength with Blinky's strength.
Yeah, maybe. I lose
So I
the
think-
grip a little bit.
You immediately drop it. No.
Are there any marks in the scepter?
What did you say?
Are there any marks in the scepter?
Like on the
I mean,
crystal.
I'm clinching the pliers.
There is nothing really that is breaking both the pliers and the scepter.
Okay.
It's like two like immovable objects meeting each other. Nothing really happens with the scepter.
Pretty lady,
Yes?
what happens if I drop it?
We don't know.
Okay.
That's sort of why we're holding on to it like this. Though I feel this is... It's not a lasting solution, because it's gonna be quite awkward wandering around in the streets like this.
Yes.
Which could be a bit of a problem. It's just that I don't really know if it's safe to put it back into the bag of holding either.
How long are we supposed to hold it like this?
Well, until we get my sister out, at least.
Where is she?
I mean, she's sleeping over there, or more so her body is, but we believe that her mind might be inside the scepter.
No.
And yeah, and it's a bit of a problem of us, because currently I don't hold power over it, which means we don't really know how to enter it.
It sounds very dangerous.
Yeah. But that's just because the owner of it is the complete asshole.
But don't you
Pardon
know
my
anyone
language.
who can try to fix it?
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Quite a few who could probably fix things. I mean, if the owner wouldn't have been such a dick, then this would never have happened.
The demon inside.
It's not a demon, it's more of a...
Demon.
Sure, we can call him a demon. We can call him a lot of
He
bad
does
things.
weird stuff.
Yes. Use all the bad words you can think of to describe them, please. That's perfectly fine by me. I could have picked anyone to mess with, anyone, and I might just not have cared. But no, they made it personal. Isn't that lovely?
No.
No, it's not. It's really dickish.
So what happens now?
I don't know. I feel like it's put a really big pin in my friendship with that thing, so... I think
Maybe
I'll
we
make it
should
personal
strike
back.
it to the ground and knock him out a little bit.
I'm more worried it would actually harm my sister if she is now considered the actual wielder of the scepter, because last time when I wielded it and you slammed it into the ground, I got hurt, so...
Yes, that's a bad idea.
Until we have a more... well, a better solution, I guess we could say.
How are we supposed to get her out? If we can't get in.
I mean... we know of a few locations that are sort of connected to the scepter where we might be able to enter it, like underneath the... Okay. There
So
was
that's
a
where
sort
we're
of
going.
connection. I don't know. What did... Okay, look, I'm gonna put this very simple. If you dislike someone... No, okay, let's see. I'm gonna start over. If someone is your friend, and they say that they are your friend, and then they go and they hurt Tiny Lady
Okay.
really badly, and then they just say, I don't want you anymore, and move away, what would you do?
If they hurt Tiny Lady, they are not my friend, and I would bash them.
So would you consider it immorally bad if I would, in this scenario, let's say that someone hurt Tiny Lady, and you would ask her entire clan for help to get back at this person, to make it personal.
Well, I would just deal with him myself, but if it's you that may be not able to do it yourself, I guess you could ask for help. Is her clan nice?
Well, you met them. They're quite nice. Sort of, you know.
I don't remember.
I mean, they're goblins. They all have their own will and individuality. And some of them are quite nice. Some weird, but not met anyone that's been mean. Not towards me, at least.
But what is your point?
I don't really know. So I sort of think I'm asked the bad Maruka man inside the Scepter's sibling for help to get back at him. Do you think that's bad?
If you want to ask the bad demon's brother to hurt,
Mm-hmm.
no.
Because I want it to be personal.
Is his brother kind?
Well, I mean,
Would he
Maybe.
hurt Tiny Lady?
no,
Good.
maybe. I think not. I hope not. I mean, the man inside, or whatever the being that lives inside the scepter has on many occasions said that he really dislikes Tiny Lady. Like a lot.
And you are not going to hurt Tiny Lady, right?
No.
Because you are my friend, and I
Yes.
want to be your friend.
Yes. I'm not quite sure where I'm trying to get with this conversation.
I will
guess
protect you no matter what,
Thank you. I think
as
I
long
did
as you
some-
don't hurt my other friends. That would be very weird, because you are my friend, and they are my
Yes.
friend. So
Yes.
who will I bash?
Yes, it's really complicated when people you think are your friends hurt your other friends.
So, like, when I thought Tiny Lady was going to hurt you,
Yes.
I had an urge to bash her, but I couldn't because she's my friend.
Yeah, something like that.
But what if my friend hurt another friend?
Yeah, that's when it gets complicated.
Very.
And Blork's mind just imploded.
I could bash them gently.
Could also ask them to sit down and have a cup of tea and discuss things, you know. Sometimes just talking it out helps. Depending on how much damage has been dealt, I guess. Do you want me to hold it for a while?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna take the pliers.
Take the
And
fire.
my hands are like rheumatism. I don't know the English word.
Yeah.
It's like, ow.
Yeah.
Oh,
As you touch them, really, you can. There's a layer of sweat on them. You know, when a person had, a game controller, and they sweat like as a matter of well. It's like
I
exactly
should
like
dry
that.
them off. Then just hold them
Mhm.
and wait out our shift.
Yeah. You wait, and you sit together, and eventually, the shift of all of your shifts, I will move it along. So, all of you have successfully gone through the night, holding the pliers and looking into the scepter, but nothing really happens during the night. Not with Real Sister, nor the scepter. But all of you gain a long rest.
Yes.
Hooray.
As the morning sun reaches Varensil once more, you can hear the bustling sound of people getting busy during the morning hours. Birds and other animals start to come alive, and a new day comes again in Vandaloria. My friends, what is the next point of action?
Should we take another long rest just?
just for
Yeah. Because we
Just
don't
for the
know.
heck of it.
Yeah, we don't know when the next one.
You never know next time you will sleep again.
Yeah.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
Where did you get food? All right, the buffet.
Blork is eating the scepter.
There's still a big buffet table in here. Probably all.
I forgot the
I don't
buffet.
know.
It's just from yesterday. It's just been out over the night.
A little bit
That's-
stale, but
That's fresh.
Of course, it's fresh.
Yeah,
So, what do we do with this?
We take it to someone who knows what to do.
The last time we did that, it sort of ended up with a lot of dead people.
Well, doesn't it always?
Maybe we could contact the dwarves. The lovely man that wanted to pick out Gar's mind from his body. And whatever her name's sister.
Yeah,
Cousin.
sure.
I don't remember the dwarves' names. Grumpy dwarf and the diplomatic woman dwarf that is sister to the other woman up in Frundil. Yeah. Humpty and Grumpy.
Bashful and
All of those lovely.
At
Well,
least
I
they
mean-
said they had means of like dealing with wielder weapons, right?
Sure.
That's a start.
Yeah. I guess.
Or we have the broken circle in town.
I was more thinking of a more immediate. We can't walk around with it like this.
We don't have an alternative though, do we?
Maybe we can find a storage box, or
Exactly, maybe.
maybe we can have something forged. Something. They said they had a vault. Maybe they have like a tiny pocket vault thing we could bring along. Just would fit the scepter.
Maybe we
Do
can
we
ask
want-
someone here.
Yeah. But do we want to leave it somewhere where we don't see it?
No.
No.
I meant like if we can get a box, like preferably some form of barrier of sorts, and then we put the scepter in the box, and then we put the box in the magic, in the bag of holding, preferably not mine, and you know.
I mean, they're very good at sigils and stuff, apparently.
Yeah.
So they should be able to at least put. If they just put all of the sigils, every single kind, on a box.
Yes, chuck all of them there. It's just.
Yeah, and we have Harold's basement with information and other stuff.
That we can go through, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Harold, as we were guarding, I took the opportunity to read a bit about previous wielders, and
Mm-hmm.
a bit of a long read. I don't like that my name is already on there.
How many others are there?
Only 48.
48?
49 now.
I mean,
Is your sister name on it?
no, because I mean, I
Does
got
it get updated?
Does it get updated?
You look at it again? No.
That would be creepy.
So did you
So,
find anything fun?
I found that I think you would like to read about number 48.
Me? Okay. Okay.
At least the name seems familiar, but I might be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I can read it out loud if you want. The name of the 48th wielder of the scepter, who almost opened the door of delirium, was Ilue Uaikadar.
Yes.
Shall I continue reading the story?
Sure.
It's like, no.
You want me to?
Read the 16 pages.
Yeah, let's say
No,
that.
no, it's only one page. It's not that long. But
It's
You
one
can-
page.
You can read it, and I'll say that Rill is reading it or Blinky's reading it out loud.
Okay. Let me change the music.
oh, story time.
Story time.
Story time!
Get
Tell
up,
me about
children.
the stamp. Oh, you can't tell me what to do.
Is it spooky time? 48th.
Wait. Is Blinky reading or is Rill reading?
Do you want to picture it in your mind?
I want Robin to read as the.
I am the soft-spoken of the group, remember?
I will. You will imagine that it is one of your companions. I will read it in my own voice.
I imagine that I'm making Rill read it for us out loud, because
Yeah.
if Blinky was reading it, we'd be like... So...
48th, Ilue Uaikadar almost opened the door of delirium. Born 29th of Divarius, 2nd WM, which stands for War of Magic. Ilue was an half-elf apprentice to the academy within Kyril when the attack outside the wall happened. He came into contact with the scepter when he was transported into the academy for the further studies. The guards and his peers took all that this item was not to be told that this item was not to be touched, nor never to be in the same room as it. All obeyed until the spreading of the necromantic corruption amounted to the people of Kyril. Numerous elves were executed for not letting it spread to the ranks, and Ilue became corrupted by it. Before leaving the academy, he managed to steal the scepter for himself and retreated from the city. He attuned to the scepter and had it for numerous of years. Revealing secrets about necromancy, and together with his half brother, created a necromantic cult known as the Cult of the Iron Mask. The scepter broke his mind and developed a split personality disorder that made him mad and even evil at times. It twisted his mind that he only saw that he needed to find the door to make sure that the world would have a new chance. It promised a life for him, that it all would be better, a life that would be paradise. After establishing the cult to soon go to war against the elves, he took the scepter and headed towards the location where the door was. He realized that the door was in a dwarven stronghold, and he needed more power. Using the chaotic negative energies of the scepter to make a deal with the powerful demonic entity. This power gave him a strong manipulative power. Combined with the scepter, he would be unstoppable. He reached the dwarven stronghold and managed to manipulate the dwarves to let him go towards the door within the mountain. Before he could reach the door, he arrived at one of the rune anvils, one of the most powerful enhanced equipment in the world. He became greedy, with the mad entity and the demonic present whispering at all times. He wanted to make the scepter more powerful. So it was, but this was a trap made by the dwarves and elves that have followed Illue and the scepter for a very long time. Illue was captured, the demonic entity was sealed within the scepter's orb, and the scepter was taken by the dwarves of the Andal-Kadir clan, and it was sealed away in one of the hidden pockets of the Skyhaven Mountains. A specific one which was close to the fortress of Barindun. The scepter was now sealed away from the war of magic and over the centuries. It was cursed by the dwarves. Later in history, and it was planned for the dwarves to give the weapon to the elves as a mean of a magical warfare weapon, to make the elves destroy themselves. But the dwarves were attacked by something which made the Andal-Kadir clan fall, until a group of adventurers stumbles upon the scepter once again. That is everything. And the next one is 29th, which is Nokri, the Changeling.
What does that story tell?
Nothing. Story yet to be told. Continue. ...
There is text on it. So,
Oh.
but I don't think that we'll actually read it out loud.
No, not yet.
As Rill opened the box, first thing she did was lick the scepter. And she was
Right.
hooked.
She saw the green glow and the chains wrapped around the shaft and was smitten.
Wow. No.
That's what happened though.
Shut up.
She's like, oh, a faint heartbeat, green glow, mine. And this is where we are.
But you realize that this story seems familiar to you.
Wait, so
How did you-
years? Didn't Harold
Years.
say that most just survived like weeks?
Oh, yeah, most.
Not
a-
a special boy in all kinds of ways.
Yeah, and he went mad.
They're still alive.
And
Sort
mad.
of. Maybe.
I'm not so sure he's alive though, considering his soul is in here.
But yeah.
But I'm not that into necromancy, so it could be other ways around that. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought maybe you would want to know.
That, at least it explains more things than one.
It also makes things.
Do you think he knew? He knew that you had the scepter, though. Because if he was inside Videl, since we took him out of the prison, and he could hear and see everything that whole time, he saw the scepter, he know you have it.
I would assume so, yes.
Did he really see it?
He did.
I mean, if not, he should have.
We talked
Genius.
about it.
Maybe he doesn't want it back, you know?
Just like he didn't want his mask back, and then...
How are we supposed to get Pretty Lady's sister out of there?
Good question.
I mean,
We need to go to one of these weird memories and maybe hope that it still works. And
Can't we kind of dismemruka the staff?
I don't know what happens if we destroy it, because didn't
Not
the dwarves make it?
destroy.
I thought the dwarves made it so they would contain him in it,
sort of.
and then destroying or dispelling it would probably not be so good, right? Because wouldn't that just release him?
You
Then
have
we can fight him.
you have read in the stories of the wielder weapons that they are prisons.
Yeah.
The weapons are not meant. Well, they weren't weapons in the beginning. They were a prison.
Mm-hmm. And some of them are weapons with souls.
They became
and some
weapons.
and some are not.
But some of the powerful entities made them into
Well,
weapons.
Like the cone doesn't have a soul in it, but it has like the magical energies.
Yes.
Things. Yeah.
Those are more like they are wielder weapons, but they are not the same.
Connected to the moons.
Exactly. It's more of a signature weapon more than a prison.
What would happen if we touched the weapon? You think we could enter?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, one speculation would be if we take the scepter to one of those places and hopefully we could enter there. I just don't know how that would work when currently none of us are actually wielding it.
Yeah.
Though if we bring my sister there in her... Can someone please fix her hand?
Oh, right.
It's quite disturbing and must be very painful.
She is still breathing as you have eaten, and you look at her. She's still like breathing, like she's sleeping, but her skin has turned more towards like a very light gray colorization to it. She is pale normally, but it looks very unnatural, almost like it's a milky gray texture to her now, like it doesn't get a lot of oxygen in the blood.
You could fix her, right, Vida?
Yeah, I could cast regenerate on her.
Yeah, I have the hand. No.
How does regenerate work?
If we put the hand towards her, then it goes instantly.
Yes.
And if we instead of like it growing back, then it just goes faster.
Okay.
Yes, please fix that.
Wanna see something funny and kind of fun?
No, I don't. I really don't.
Yes.
It will restore
Will
if you have the body part like finger, leg, tail, or so on, and you put it on. It takes 2 minutes, and then it will be functional again.
Okay.
Blinky will put the hand down on the end of the bed, and she will use Necrocraft to make it walk over and put itself.
I'm not looking. I'm just like, nope.
Thing.
I'm making it a thing, and it's gonna walk over and position itself.
It goes crawling like an arachnid, like it started to crawl. At the very end, it goes ba-da-ba-bam, and then it drops.
Yes.
Can you do that with everything, or is it just?
Can you please reattach the hand?
Yeah. I cast regenerate on her.
You lean down towards the hand, and you take your hand above it, and then you start to like do the druidic incantation all over it. Then you see a small fire amber starts to emanate between, and then between the hand and the severed hand and the stump, and then you can see almost like strings of amber start to like latch out towards the hand, almost like nerves trying to connect with the dead hand's nerve system, and then it starts to drag it towards the lump, and then it attaches. And then Vidal takes his hand and stands there for like 2 minutes. It sounds horrifying as the hand is trying to attach itself back into the nervous system, to the bones, to the muscles. It's almost like you hear when Rill does the changeling thing, but it tries to attach itself, and you can see it the finger spasms as it's trying to find the nerve and the nerve system again. But then after 2 minutes, it goes limp, and you have healed the severed hand.
I think that's the coolest thing you've ever done, Vida.
I thought you did the thing with the twitching.
Yeah, but you see how they just attached
Yeah.
again.
That was cool. Should we try it again tomorrow?
She's not a science
Severed it again?
project.
You mean we should cut off her hand again?
Not her hand.
Someone else?
Yeah.
What are
Oh.
you even talking about?
Strike is not here, though. We could have fixed her hands. Next time.
Do you have her hands too?
I guess the guards probably threw those away.
It would grow back. That would be right.
Should we
unusual.
ask for a box?
Right.
For the hand?
Please?
Oh no, the scepter. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't you
Uh,
have a box?
We have boxes, but
Yeah,
we
we
want
have
a magical box with all the signs and sigils of every god and entity in this realm that is good and holy.
I have a box that might work, but I'm not sure if it would work.
What box do you have?
Just gonna open the door to this corridor and see if someone is outside.
There are actually 4 guards that are in the, not guards of the city, but from the members of the Demolora is standing in your corridor, like they're guarding.
Hello?
One of them looked at him. Good morning.
Morning. Is Akira available?
I think she's well, she is not available to the public, but she's available to you. She is down in the basement currently.
Uh-huh. Should I go down there, or can she come here and talk to us when she's ready? We need an item.
I would figure that you can go down to her.
Mhm.
She didn't want to be disturbed. Well, the only people that are allowed to disturb her is you.
I feel so privileged. Thank you. I shall go and disturb her then.
I'll lean into the others.
We're allowed to disturb her, even though she doesn't want to be disturbed. So
Should we all go then?
might as well. But
Yeah.
what about your sister?
Lord can carry her.
Gently.
Yes.
Okay.
Blork lifts her up gently.
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 Are these the guards? Did we see them yesterday?
One of them you saw, yes.
Is he looking sad?
Or she?
He looks sad. Well, it's very hard to tell if he is sad. It's more like he looks exhausted. Like he has dark circles around the eyes and a little bit of red, like he has been crying all night. But still standing there and still fulfilling his duty.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
He noticed that you come and kind of like twitch, look at you, and then look at the other way.
I'm sorry about your friends.
He bites the lower side of his lip and he nods.
I'm gonna touch him if he'll let me.
He moves slightly a little bit backwards, but you can touch him if you want to.
I'm casting calm emotions on him.
Okay.
I hope you feel better soon.
And she's gonna walk away.
He looks calm and try to be like, collective. And you walk out of. You are in the corridor and you can move wherever you want to go. If you want to go down
Yes.
to the basement, you can do that.
I'm currently holding the scepter in the pliers like this as we walk.
Mm-hmm.
Should I carry those for you so you can rest your arms?
Actually, yes, please.
I take the pliers.
As you are moving around with the scepter, as soon as you go into the corridor and you shift hands, all of them just look at the scepter and hold their hands around. Like some of them have weapons, but some of them have like, you know, spell books. They're ready for anything. But then as Videl takes the pliers, they're still like nervously looking at it, like with full respect.
Oh, threatening us with books.
Yeah, and I go and I shake it a bit.
It's like, how could these people have this weapon?
How has this world not fallen already?
Yeah.
We had it for a month, but
Yeah.
you what?
We're working slowly, okay?
Okay. You continue on going down towards the basement, and you can see outside of the basement where you met Harold previously, there are, I kid you not, there are 8 people in the corridor, like going downwards to the basement. And you can see they had carved and smeared different types of like components against the wall, and they are glowing like arcane symbols as you are moving downwards towards the basement. They are prepared for anything that are inside of that basement.
Do these symbols react to the scepter's presence?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, then I'm
We're
gonna
just
go.
negating all the work.
Gonna just see how they glow as I pull the scepter towards them and then remove it and stuff like that.
They glow in different spectrums of colorization depending on what magic it is on them.
Well, they seem
But
to
all
work.
but as soon as they see that you're walking down there with the scepter, all of them move away from the corridor and gives you free passage going downwards.
Thank you.
Maybe we should walk like this in the street. Everyone would move.
I don't think it would work in the street.
Sure.
I don't
Yes.
think
Try.
people know what it is.
I don't know.
We should not try.
It's better to probably hold up a feral squirrel than people move too.
Yes, actually, yes.
Speaking from experience.
What?
Well, that's a long story. Akila?
You open up the door into the basement as you shout out her name. You know, remember the long, it's a like long corridor like in the basement, and there are so much books and so much like you go into a den to a conspiracy theorist, and in the midst of it all you can see, you remember when you met Heron and you drank tea, all of those furnitures has been moved to the side, and in the middle you can see there is a circle of books, candles and different things, like knickknacks and everything that Harold had, but in a circle. And in the middle of this circle, the light here is so damp in here, but in the middle you can see Akila is sitting there and just continuing reading and reading and reading. And she has dark circles around her eyes, and she looks like she hasn't been sleeping at all during this night. And she is just sitting there and continuing going through pages after pages after pages, and then she finds something. She just moves that piece of note and moves it to another side pile, and continue on as you move in to the room. She does not respond to you as you are shouting out or telling her name, but she doesn't react. She just continue on looking.
Does it look like she has casted some kind of magic to read, or is it just that she's reading by herself?
It looks like she has cast some sort of magic on herself, but you can see some other like books are moving around, like floating around her. You get the sense that she is some sort of unseen servant or something that is moving around equipment around her.
Hello? Excuse us?
She I assume that most of you go inside of it, and then the people behind gently closes the door, and
Contaminated.
and as soon as you move closer to her, into her ring of like knowledge, he looks up almost like you look at a person that has not feral, but has that, that a little bit of like insanity to them. Like they have been obsessive of looking for something, and then somebody just comes and interrupt you in the middle of your obsession. You just look up at you and go, and then just realize, shit, there's another world out there.
So when a new game has been released and something
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly.
What do you want?
It's like, oh shit, I need to go to the toilet. It's
Oh
like,
my God, suspense and movie.
but she looks up at you. You can see she's sweating, and she does not look well at all.
Have you been awake all night?
Yes. And no, and yes. But I've found something at least.
Uh-huh.
In the side pile, close to her, her unseen servant picks up 4 pieces of notes. I've looked in to what we last discussed about how if people were... she tried to stand up, but then sits down again because she is so exhausted. I find 4 people that has actually wielded 2 weapons. Prior history.
And how did they fare?
Well, some of them actually quite okay, but some of them quite not so okay.
The normal then.
What?
So the normal outcome then.
Most of them disappeared. Most of them wandered away, but I found a very peculiar connection to all of them, though. They have different weapons, all of them. They will come from different outcomes, but I found a conclusion to all of them. The weapons need to be comparable. They need to have some sort of same goal, regardless of what creature is inside of it, or either magical incantation on them. For example, a peculiar one. Maybe your Goliath friend here will actually know about it. It is about a Goliath war chieftain, called himself Tolgar the Unstoppable. Was wielded 2 weapons. One was Gavarum, the Obsidian Maul, and the Gauntlets of Agony. He used it to bring tyranny all over the Goliath tribes for centuries, and they were not comparable because the Obsidian Maul was part of a primordial, and the Gauntlets of Agony was a part of, well, a more evil entity than the primordials were, but they had the same goal: war and conquest. So they actually met up with the goals. And the other pair I found was a druid, an archdruid in the past. A guardian, a wood elf that guarded something that they called the Whispering Stone of some sort. There was 2 portals close to the Whispering Stone, one that led to the plane of life, and the other one to the plane of shadows and death. And this arch-druid managed to wield 2 of these weapons. She was previously the wielder of the Mask of the Archfey, what they call it. But in order to close the portals and save the Wisping Stone, she wielded something that was called the Staff of the Elder Tree. And she managed to wield it so good that she closed the portals and eliminated the threats. But she is one of the few that just disappeared. She wandered in towards the north and never was seen again. But the weapons need to be comparable. They need to have a history, or they need to have a goal, or you see that she's stuttering a little bit. Like usually is like this very like collected, a person that is the one who is analytic and very intelligent. But you can see that she has been reading a lot, and yeah, you know.
That's very good. Good information there. Maybe you should get some sleep, though.
No. I need to find yet how we get into the scepter. Now that I found one thing, I need to go and find another thing. I need to.
Because you're kind of sounding a little bit like Harold right now, and would be kind of shame if you would turn mad trying to stop the mad thing.
Mad? I'm not mad. I am
That's
focused.
what a mad person usually starts saying, and then it spirals from there.
Make a persuasion check. Roll a 1. Roll.
It's not a 1, but it ain't that wonderful. It might be wonderful to get 14.
14.
Yeah.
She looks down like she really wants to continue, but then she sighs. And she stands up. Yes, I should go and rest.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe take a bath.
Mm-hmm.
She looks down at her organization. And she looks up at you and goes, I will go and rest, but don't touch my stuff. I feel I am close. I am very close. And she moves away.
No. You will get to rest with us. Do you perhaps have a portable vault or something for the
Vault.
A box.
Oh, I didn't
For
see.
this.
I didn't see. Oh, yeah.
I have a box, but I don't know if it would work because it's sort of his box.
I will see what we have. With you have a box. We can enchant the box, but it will take some days. But
Days? I can't run around with a scepter and pliers for days.
Can't you just shove some oils on it or something?
I don't want to touch that scepter.
No, but
Why
like
not?
from afar, you can.
I do not
throw-
want to. I don't want to smear oil on the scepter.
We can dip it in the.
Well, you can smear it if you want to. You
Yeah.
just need the things.
I mean, I have a jewelry box, but it sort of has his symbol on it. I don't.
That is
Yeah.
not a good idea.
That sounds
No.
terrible. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I thought.
I
That's
will.
why I'm asking.
I will go and see what we have, and then I will go to sleep and take a bath. And
We can ask someone else to just check
Don't
with
take a
you.
bath before you sleep because falling asleep in baths kill people.
yeah, I know.
Do you?
Yes, and then she moves away. She closes the door, and then as soon as she opens the door, and then she moves up, and before she closes, you can hear, "They can stay here," and then it just closes the door behind. And then you have the whole of the basement of Harald before you. But before we can do that, gonna take a short little break in order to take a little pee break and such things. And I'm going to give the dogs some food. So we will be right back. Yeah.
And we're back.
Yeah, back. Okay. So, what do you want to do in the basement here of Harald?
What did we do before the break?
We did no.
So does the scepter react in a certain way down here?
Actually, no. It does not. It doesn't seem to have any reaction towards anything of it. It is, yeah, it's odd, but maybe it doesn't react because it doesn't have a wielder or something that could control it any for the moment.
So,
So,
what now?
I'm not sure. I guess we could search for things.
I guess, but we were not supposed to touch things.
Not her things.
Or
I'm
her
confused.
things.
I imagine
don't-
her things is the circle, and there are a lot.
I would say yes.
A lot
There's
of stuff around.
Yeah. There's a lot of journals and books, tomes of different things that are in that little moon of hers. But there's imagine a hoarder's den with with a lot of trinkets, but a lot of books and a lot of scrolls that are just they're not stacked in numbers or letters of the alphabet. It is just shoved into shelves or in piles, or it's so much stuff in here.
He did have a mural that he'd drawn himself of all the symbols, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to show the rest of the group those because I've seen those symbols before.
Mhm.
Ta-da!
Once again, Octagru symbol is there.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason. Oh.
Who knows at this point? Who knows?
So we're just
Um,
gonna go through a crazy person's stash of writing that looks like it's gonna take a few years to go through? Or should we
It's
just pick something at random?
This is a very tired dog.
It's so cute.
I don't know what we're supposed to do. It's mostly just hoping for a box, but
What
we
do you
did a lot of
think-
things that people should have been angry with us for, but no one has said anything so far, so...
Now they probably want to. So don't worry about that. It's gonna probably come at some point.
it's
Where
not
do you
everybody's-
think- Why do you think they took Harold's body?
They probably just asked someone.
Isn't that weird and insensitive, maybe?
Does it
Ah,
matter?
who cares? They're gonna think I'm insensitive anyway. He's gonna open the door and be like, "Hello."
You open up the door, and there is the group of people out there.
This might be a weird question, but where did you take the body of Harold?
All of them look at each other, which can go and check. We are not really sure.
Okay. It could be useful.
Right.
Yeah.
One of them goes away and
So,
but
useful in what way, Blinky?
I'm thinking
You're not gonna look how he died, are
No.
you?
But maybe we can ask him to help us find what we're looking for.
Gonna... Do you really think he's gonna have his soul still?
He doesn't need his soul.
Stop eating your paper, Blinky.
No. It's
Well, what
almost
are you-
finished.
What are you going to do with them then?
talk to him. See if it
Uh-oh.
works.
In what way
He's
and how?
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I looked in the book before, a while back now, and I think that you can talk to dead people, and they can like answer things for you. And it doesn't, their soul doesn't return, it's just kind of an semblance of who they were. The body still remembers what he remembers, but the soul is not there, so he doesn't need to have his soul.
So it's
Dead.
just the mind that tells you what you asked.
Yeah, he does. He will only
What
be
he
able
remembers.
to tell you what he remembers. Yeah, and he doesn't. If he doesn't like me, he won't want to answer. So
Fascinating.
I don't know if it works, but it should work. Hmm.
Do you need to ask the questions?
I don't know. Yeah.
The one who cast the spells.
So, might be troublesome because,
He said you shouldn't trust me.
yeah, don't trust the goblin. Can you trust the goblin now, Rin?
I always trusted her.
Yeah, I know.
I
but-
always trusted Blinky.
Yeah, I
The
don't doubt that, but
thing, though, he doesn't need to know it's me.
Just use
I can be someone else, someone he
Yeah.
trusts, whoever that might be. Did Harold have someone he liked a lot?
Oh, you're asking the people here. So most of them just look at each other. We don't really know him. He was cooked up in here.
Yeah,
We
but
were
did he
ordered
have
to
like
not
a
disturb him.
did he have like a weird, creepy fascination with someone in town, like a lover?
Oh yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
did?
yeah. Oh yeah,
So-
it was that, and a person, a lady of the group in the very far back. She was like, yeah, I remember. She usually go out with this dark, long-horned lady.
Describe her.
Tall, quite long horns, very angry looking, moody, gloomy, kind of like.
Wait. He doesn't make horses, does he?
He doesn't what?
Does Harold whittle horses?
Yes, he's quite known for it.
Fuck me. Okay. I hate your fucking squid friend so much, really. I hate him so fucking much.
I'm so confused.
This is Gloom's. Harold was Gloom's fucking new boyfriend.
wait, what?
What? Yeah, she told me in weird, like, I don't know. They had a thing and and now he's dead, and that's so sad, and I have to tell her this. Oh my god, she's gonna kill me. Oh. Maybe we shouldn't tell her. Maybe we should just leave town now when we have a chance. She won't find out where we are.
You're suggesting we should time skip instead of actually telling your friend what happened.
See how she likes it, yeah. Huh. No, of course I should tell her.
Are you sure it was Harold?
What happened? Just
She-
an off question, like I don't really know what happened.
So
Blinky has just realized that Harold, that is now dead because of us, presumably, might have been the infamous Tom that Gloom, one of the Hollows, started dating this past 13 days, and now that's gonna be kind of awkward.
And she was really happy about it.
Yeah, she was actually semi-happy for once,
Yeah.
because she met someone that is insane.
that's fucked up. So,
Yeah. God, I wish.
I see.
Yeah.
But, you sure?
She called him Tom and said he whittles horses.
are you standing outside with the other people?
I'm standing in the middle of the door, like,
They're like, well, his name is Harold Tom.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Poor Gloom.
Okay.
Why does this keep happening to us?
Why does this keep happening to things? We can't have people in our lives.
We cannot have nice things.
Nobody around us can have nice things. It feels like... Fuck, I need to go and tell her.
So, do we...
You change to gloom and then you talk to Tom
Fuck.
about
That's so many level of not right.
and what should we ask him then? Where are your notes about how to enter the scepter?
I don't know.
Did we have a good time? Did we?
Did we fuck in front of a mirror specifically? I want to know. What did you talk shit about a certain gnome behind her back while you were out in the moonlight walk?
You know, Blinky, it might be best if you just confronted her as quickly as possible.
Yeah, thinking of going now. I don't want anyone else to tell her.
Tell her what happened, and
I don't
maybe
even
she
know
can
how
give
he
some
died.
insight.
Maybe she wants to give some insight, yeah, and because we want to fuck
The
over who
scepter
killed him.
slightly moves a little bit.
What did you say, Robin?
The scepter slightly moves
In what direction? Towards something.
towards Blinky. Like it kind of like wiggles towards. Not like, but it makes this twitch.
I try to follow the twitch.
You see it goes towards Blinky and then stops immediately in front of Blinky. And then it starts to judging downwards.
What are you doing?
And in front of you guys, there's a numerous of books that have been scattered around the floor, but there is one that it's particularly standing out, which is Harold's journal.
Huh.
Maybe we don't need to talk to him.
Still need to talk to Gloom, though.
I'm going.
Snagging the journal.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll be back. I hope. If she murders me, let it be.
Should
You really-
Lork follow and
No,
Keep
no,
you safe.
no, no.
What should I do?
The door opens up into the room, and they have a box, a quite larger box with them. And it has... it is...
does it fit the scepter?
Yeah, does it fit? The scepter,
Oh, yeah.
does it fit
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the bag of holding?
Does it fit with the...
If you take a while and maneuver it, you can...
We're good at squeezing things down
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, we
We've
can
done
get
this
carpet in. We
before.
can definitely fit a little box
Yeah.
in there.
Fucking rolled up carpet gets
Yeah,
in there, then
yeah.
yeah. It's one of those expandable bags that you can't.
Maybe they have some oils
Plastic
and stuff.
bag, you know?
Yeah,
Maybe oils that we could lubricate the
spit
box.
that into the.
Are we talking about? Yeah,
We are still talking about the box, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something going inside, yes.
Yeah. Regardless,
It's stretchy.
you're given the box at least, and you see there's numerous of these arcane incarved symbols of both arcane and religious.
Is there any of the judge?
Yes,
Because I know that he really doesn't like to judge.
he doesn't like to be judged.
Ah,
What's the name of your god, the judge?
Well, I'm going.
That is so
to-
edgy.
I'm going to Scorch. See you there, I guess. Soon. Or you're here.
I mean, we have the box and the journal. Shouldn't we just follow?
Are you gonna do a finger and read here? Are we gonna carry your sister around?
I just don't really feel comfortable splitting up right now.
Okay.
Do we need to tell her right now? Can't we just...
We
don't
need to
want
tell her
I
as
don't
soon as
want-
possible.
I don't want her to hear it from someone else.
Send her a message then?
Not allowed.
There's a few things you shouldn't just send a message with. This is one of those things.
Yeah, 25 words like, I met Tom.
He's
He's
dead.
He's dead.
It's
Thanks.
just-
Sorry.
Maybe kind of like, like you're texting a person like,
Yeah.
they die.
It's like a breakup message, only words.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
You don't do
Dead.
magic. You talk hand. Okay.
What about...
And by the way, you don't know this. So, act surprised, because I didn't tell you about this. Yeah.
Sure.
Couldn't we ask her to come here then?
I'm going.
Okay.
Following.
Following.
Okay. Following. Okay.
And yes, we are carrying around my sister.
we just walk into the
Yeah.
bandit lair because that's where she usually is.
Should we put the thing in the thing?
I thought we already did that.
No,
Yeah.
I'm still holding it. Should we put
Okay,
it
then
in?
we put the thing in the thing in the thing.
Okay. So you put the scepter into the box and then put it in your original box and then you put that box in the other box.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you shove it in the bag of holding.
Like
There
one
is
of
a
those.
locking mechanism on the larger box if you want to lock it.
Yes, we do.
Okay. It is locked and you put it into the bag of holding and you venture towards the bandit lair.
Blinky's bag of holding. I don't want to do mine.
Okay. I was about to ask which bag of holding. So, good. You venture. Hmm?
Well,
Huh?
it wouldn't want to escape from that box in Blinky's bag of holding, at least.
I'm free! Oh, God!
There's so much disgusting things
so
in here.
much shit!
Maybe he would love it. He's like, oh, it's like
Is
home.
that poo?
Yes, I'm probably gonna shit in it out of spite.
You can shit in the box. All right, regardless. You move through the street and you reach the bandit lair, and you can see there are multiple people there, and the security of this place has amped up like insanely.
I wonder why.
As soon as you
pictures
reach,
of like no admittance to these people.
as soon as you reach the entrance of the bandit lair, you are immediately stopped by individuals. They are looking through most of it, and you can see these does not look like the guards that you've seen previous times here in the bandit lair or around the city. These look like hired swords, like mercenaries. They are armed to the teeth, and they have armor pieces, and they look like murderers. Like they stop you. They want to, as you approach them, they're really like out with a hand and stop you. And she who is in command has this. She takes off her like helmet, like a half helmet, and you can see she has a mohawk that is like flat, that is kind of flattened on the side, and she looks like she has battle scars over her scalp and piercing crystal blue eyes, and she looks at all and go, "I want to visitate you, all of you.
Visit what?
Visitate all of you. I want to look of everything." And she starts to like
Oh,
patting you down.
search.
Yes, I want to search you all.
Okay.
I want to search Church, you.
I have a lot of fucked up things on me. Should I tell you now?
I like fucking up.
Okay.
Oh,
Fine.
What are you looking for so we can tell you in advance if we have it?
That's what I'm.
Weapons. Powerful magical weapons.
We have that.
Yeah.
Show me.
No.
No?
No, it's in a box, It's
In a bag,
no.
in a box, in a bag.
And show me other weapons. We don't have all day.
I hold out my club. A hammer.
Good.
Dwarf killer.
Good.
Yeah, I show my staffs.
Mhm.
I guess I will show my two Kyrillian blades.
Mhm.
I hold out my metal net. and
She looked.
my...
She looked at the net very judgmentally, like.
and my metal magical fendon dagger.
What?
What the fuck?
Bomb?
Fendonin dagger. I don't fucking know what it is.
Fendonin.
Fendonin.
Yes, okay.
Phenomenal bong.
Phenomenal. Okay.
I
She
hold
look-
up my cards.
She looks at all of them, and the guys in the back also look at them, and they you can see that they are memorizing. And she looks over and she nods at one of the bigger fellas and kind of like looking at Blork a lot. And it looks like they are like understanding your tactics a little bit, and then
Are
And
they
then they're
patting
like-
us down?
kinda, yeah, in a little bit. Like they only look for weapons, like if you have certain type of weapons. And
So
they
they're
are
not gonna look like
No.
what is on. Okay, good for them.
And after they are patting down, some of the mercenaries look up at their leader. She like, that is very good. That is very good. Thank you for help. And then she points in towards the lair.
Love her. I don't know why, but I love
I
her.
don't know either. She has this very simple attitude.
Yeah. Nicest guard we ever met.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
You have nice too.
Thank you.
Two of what?
Walk in.
Two of day.
Ah,
Not yes, day. She looks as you are moving in towards the, and there are multiple people here. You can, as soon as you go in, they have closed the doors into the old cathedral. And what the fuck is my dog doing?
Eating shoes.
Yeah, no, he's not. But he's like looking at the window and doing weird stuff. But they open up the doors, the old cathedral doors into the bandit lair, and as soon as they open up, you know the increase of volume as people are like arguing, and like you can hear people are nearly like fighting each other, not like brawling, but they are like like throwing words at each other, and they are very argumentative. It's a very, very aggressive tone as you come into the bandit lair. And you can see at the very end of the corridor leading into the larger cathedral chamber where he has his desk where you saw him previously, there's a mob of like 20, 30 people that are just shouting and arguing towards him. And he is standing at the very front side of his desk, and he has reached out his hands and he tries so much to calm down people, and people are just not having it. They are just talking over each other, and yeah.
Perhaps we should wait.
I'm not looking for him anyway.
And as everything is not going according to him, you can see rising up from the side, you can see Gloom coming up to the side of him and shoves a staff into the ground, and this darkness just starts to spread from her staff and towards the others, and the mob just immediately stops, and Scourge immediately responds. I can assure all of you that we are safe. Whatever was contained, it is being situated.
How about we go and hide to the side? Let's not go through the mob.
And an elderly man in the front. But how can you assure the safety of our people? You have been sloppy for quite some time, and now we have been attacked. We have not been attacked. This is a mere magical incursion that has happened under my watch, but I promise you, we are looking into it.
I lean over to Rill. Sure, we should be here. Maybe we
So
should
what are we
leave.
going to do by the orb? One of us shouting out. We are looking into it, and the mages are looking into it. Yes, I know that you have concerns, and you are here because you have run away from situations of magic, but we are trying our best to make the orb function again. But please, in order for us to remain calm, everybody is ordered to take their amulets that we have gave you before, and you take them on, and then you wait. Nothing more, nothing less.
Did we destroy their magic
Oh god,
defense?
that's why I did a spell yesterday and it worked, and that's probably why.
How about we go far to the wall and just stick to it?
We're just gonna hide behind a pillar, kind of.
Yeah, sort of like just discreetly trying to make us way into the cathedral, but as far away from the fucking people as possible. Just...
I'm probably gonna change my
And,
appearance too. Why not? I'm just like, yeah, hats.
You can see that for those who are new here, we are going to provide amulets to all of you, specifically the families and children. If you go over to my friend over here, she over there, very bulky one, with the dark gems and everything, and you look over to this very broad female with these. She has some sort of staff or something in the very back. Her entire hair is covered with this dark obsidian gems that goes back into a very tight. It's almost like dreadlocks, and she looks like she is going to fucking kill everybody in this group. But she's like holding a very large group of amulets in her hand. I'm almost like, what the fuck am I doing this? But I guess I have to do this. So please, get over there gently, and we will get through this. I will go back to maintain the orb now. Please, do not disturb me when we are working. Everything is under control. Looks over to Gloom as Gloom just takes up the staff and just walks down, and some of the group just continue on, walking out from the bandit lair, but some of them goes to this other. It is another like genasi, like he is. They are walking towards her, and yeah, what do you guys want to do?
So we hide behind this pillar until all of them are gone then, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Lord, come here. Hide Rill's sister
Lord,
better.
make yourself small. Suck in that belly.
As all of you are standing kind of awkwardly across this pillar, a guard walks by because the mercenaries goes in and pick up people, and you can see the captain looks at you and she like, very good hiding spot. Very good hiding spot.
Yeah, we know.
Well, yes. Is there any, like, this is an old cathedral, or there's still,
Yeah.
like, weird sound books hanging around somewhere?
No.
God damn it! Fine, I'm just gonna look at something like, oh, look at that, totally tourist, just...
It takes a small.
Look at the architecture of this
Small
art.
regardless, it takes a couple of minutes before everybody is gone out, and you can see the new Genasi that you've seen in the corner. She walks past the table, nods at Scourge's size, but walks away towards the other side, and from where you went down, she went towards that location. Gloom is sitting close by to where Scourge is, and Scourge just sits down and releases this enormous sigh from him and leans down heavily on his table.
So,
There's no good way in doing this, so let's
No.
just...
let's just go with that.
So, are we leaving our hiding spot now?
Going into the
Let's
man's.
just go.
Yeah.
Walk with purpose, but not like cocky, like you own the place, but not with shame either. Just be like on the semi, like we are here with respect, but not too much.
Walk as
Just do that
normal.
face that you normally do. Yeah.
Yeah, walk
You start
normal.
walking. You see the captain is looking at you, judging a damn you walk cocky, and just walk.
Oh, okay. I hang my ears a little bit lower.
Now you're just pathetic now. God,
Don't
I'm
say-
not and he just walks off.
No one asked you!
Screw it.
So judged.
Wobble in
You
like a
walk-
penguin.
You immediately go to Gloom, or do you go to Scorch?
I have a feeling that Scourge is gonna probably see us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, he
I
does.
mean,
Nah.
As you approach,
mm,
Gloom is looking there, and she's reading a book or something, just taking up the time. She noticed that you are there, but she doesn't give a lot of energy. But Scorch just sighs once more, and he looks up and go, "More bad news?
not yet.
Or please tell me there is. For the love of everything, please say that we have made some progress of something."
We have the thing in a box.
We have looks over to Gloom, and we have a box. Great! We have a box.
That it was shielding things. Huh?
Great. We have a magic box.
Yeah.
Of course, we have a magic box. Great.
We're not gonna stay for long and we're gonna take the box with the bad thing with us.
Uh-huh.
A quick
Okay.
question. How
Did we
much do you...
Did we break your things?
I don't know. We have a specific item in the cathedral, in the very basement of the cathedral.
Figured as much.
It is broken.
Mm-hmm.
It has split in half.
Oh.
Yes. It is an item that we stole from the Ion Imperium. It is
Yeah.
it's an item that shrouds magic and takes magic away.
That you took from the Inquisition.
Yes.
Clever.
But we don't have the means to repair it yet.
What do you need to repair it?
A new orb?
Ah. Any orb?
Or somebody that could make magical items. And I don't guess that...
Artificial?
I would say something of that style, yes. And none of you aren't an artificer by passion, looking at Vidal.
He makes jewelry.
Well, he looks down and never mind.
I can try and mend it, but I don't think it would
Yeah.
work.
such
I think
things
I've tried.
Such things cannot be mended.
It's
Such
magical.
things.
Yeah.
Yes, they are magical, and that's why I've called back my finest people to guard this place and guard me.
They're quite charming.
They can be.
So how much have you heard of what happened last night over at New Beginning?
You know what? There's so much things happening. I'm
I don't
so
wish to burden you more than you already are.
There's
Go
like
on.
8+ people dead.
You know what? This is my fault, really. This is really my fault.
How?
I shouldn't have listened to my advisors. This has gone too far. The Bandit King. A persona. Becoming a noble. No. That ends today.
Well, you're free to do as you please, of course. And we are terribly sorry for what happened, and we would like to help in any
No,
way.
it's my fault. Bringing in people of magic in here and...
Well, you couldn't have predicted that an elder being would be a pissy little bitch and wanting to fuck up your
No.
establishment.
But something I do know is that people... It doesn't matter. It doesn't have something to do with you.
I think it does.
Kind of.
Yeah,
People
now I
don't-
really want to know.
People don't need a bandit king. They need Scourge. And what I was a few years ago, he looks over to Gloom. I would make people burn. And now comes the time that people will burn.
We
For
are
what they have
leaving.
Yeah, we're going.
Which brings me to the other point of this. You've come here, but you have made me see what I folly truly. I do not want to argue or do anything or blame you for anything of it, but what you have done here has pushed the card house down.
Kulita, what have we done?
Can't we just rebuild
Being
the card
new.
pile?
Yeah, it's the same story in every city we visit.
Yeah, we metaphorically burned this city. We did. I'm not gonna say it. No,
It's not your fault.
kind of feels like
What
it.
my friend here told me about you and whatever you have been possessing all of this time. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry that I didn't do enough. I'm just sitting here, getting fatter, becoming the only thing that I really hate of everything. Nobility.
I mean, you're protecting your people, whichever title that inquires doesn't really matter, does it?
Nearly 9 people died. Because I didn't do the necessary stuff. I didn't give you enough attention.
That's
You
not-
asked me for help, and I just squander it away. Like a ruler, like a king with no care.
I mean, you gave us exactly what we asked for. It's more so that
I don't
But
know
I-
what you
but
could
I
have done
gave-
more. You sent us.
I would have given you professionals. Not a bureaucracy idiots that just sit down and roll their thumbs and say that we are going to handle it. They didn't. 9 people are dead. 8 of them are professional, supernatural professionals, and 1 civilian. No,
towards gloom.
Mhm.
no. People will burn for this. The Bandit King shall be no more. They shall be only hearing from who I truly am. So yes, I'm going to help you. Whatever I can do, I will help you.
I wish I knew what we needed. No, I don't. My sister here, gesturing towards Blork.
Mhm.
Holding her, that is, not Blork being my sister.
Wait a minute.
Blork relationship with Rill has just been improved. Blork grows a ponytail.
She's sort of in a magical coma. Because we think that her soul has been removed from her body and...
You want to keep her here?
I want to keep her somewhere safe.
I will keep her safe.
Why? I don't understand why you are agreeing to helping us. Why are you
throwing out?
Why aren't we burning? Why aren't you tossing us out?
Because you remind me of some people that get shit done.
In a bad way.
What bad way?
Don't encourage him to
we're not-
burn us.
Okay, maybe not. But he's the first person that has.
From the other side of the room.
Yeah, kill them all. Let them burn, please.
By all means. And you can see this very fugly-ass looking goblin sitting at the very end of the corner and having this very dark cloak surrounding them. Very long, no, not a long nose, right?
Yeah, long nose.
Yeah,
Long nose, floppy ears. It's more towards like a forest goblin. It just sits there and goes like,
Let them kill, let them burn.
You are.
The fuck you care? Ushna krak.
I mean,
and leans down to the pew or like.
Charming. But yeah, what the fuck?
No.
Fuck not said.
I'm not going to let you burn because of mistakes that you don't understand. You're doing the best you can, and the only thing that you have done, anybody else would have done. This world is already fucked up as it is.
You're surprisingly understanding.
You're like the first one that I actually would agree would be more acceptable.
This is
that you would
because
be angry.
because I have been told that I have to be a ruler. I've been told that a ruler gives consequences is not understanding. People shall burn because of their mistakes. There is a war coming in the north. And now is not the time for burning people because of their... what they are possessing or what they are going to do. You're not here to destroy me or destroy the people. You're here to survive. And that is something I do understand. I have been surviving for a long time. These people has been surviving here. Even you! Pointing at the goblin at the side.
So who will burn then? In your eyes, who is the one to blame then?
The thing that is inside whatever you have in your magical box. That is the person. That is the thing that needs to be blamed.
We agree on that.
Yes.
It's kind of hard to burn, though.
Yeah, very, very unflammable.
I don't know what you possess, and I don't know what it is, but I don't
What?
want it here.
We're gonna take it away.
Yeah.
Could you help us get into the scepter?
I don't know what a scepter is or what it can be, but I can give you. Have you been to the Broken Circle here in the city?
Not
We were
yet.
thinking of
It's
going
on our
there. Yeah.
list.
Head over to Lausanne.
Lausanne.
Lausanne. He is a previous archivist from the Circle of Magi. He is one of the more knowledgeable people I know about the arcane, and maybe he could help you. His specialty is transportation magic. We have used him and his expertise of his mages to teleport different things all over the country.
We need to save pretty lady's sister.
Indeed, we must.
So, we could leave her in your care then?
In my care, yes.
I mean, I know I already owe you a favor. So just pile on to that.
Yeah, about that. Yesterday was a bit weird. I just need to make sure. Do you want me to sing for the King of Galgaret, or was that the weird squid man's request?
No, I really want you to sing for the.
Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, lovely.
From the other side of the. of the thing, you hear the other going. Ha! You got owned.
And a song about this green little vegetable friend, too.
Yeah, you can sing about Ulladark, please.
Now it makes sense. Your violent friend.
But yes, they are a very violent friend, but trustworthy.
Huh.
Is there anything else I can do more than take your sister off your hands?
Well, no. I suppose by looking at her, you. You understand what we are.
I will take care of it. Olga! And he snaps his finger, and you can see the captain comes here. Yes! Take the girl from my Goliath friend here. Walks over to you, Blorkin. Please, handsome man, please.
What?
Give me doll.
This is not a doll.
Give me person.
I look at pretty lady
It's okay, Block.
and I give her.
She put it on. Thank you, handsome man.
Put it
And
on.
walks away.
Nice hat. I take.
My doll now.
And she walks away. And you can see the goblin at the very end. She walks towards that way and walking down the spiral. The goblin stands up and you can see that Scorch looks at her and he makes a fine. And he starts to walk with Olga.
I have a one request, unrelated to this though. You have a lot of things, so do you have like teleportation rooms and stuff for random places in the world? Specifically the fucking Tabaxi Isles.
He kind of mentally.
Shut up!
I stare at him with like, yeah, judge me hard.
I do. but it doesn't go to the Tabaxi Isles.
Mm-hmm.
It goes to a larger city close by. Have you ever heard of Mariupol?
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
It is one of the larger. It is the capital city of Silisila. It's one of the more. It's the closest to the Tabaxi Isles, at least.
Okay. Could I possibly get those coordinates for future reasons?
Absolutely. You can go and talk to Luzan, and he will give you whatever you need.
Thank you.
If we would need to come back here,
Luzan will give you our coordinates over here as well. And you are most welcome always.
I'm sorry. It's a bit weird.
It's very weird.
It is.
It will take some time to get used to, I guess.
Yeah. But thank you.
I'm through being this callous and cold leader.
That's good. Maybe I'll change the lyrics then that I was gonna sing.
Oh my god!
And you can hear from Gloom. Anything else?
Looking towards Gloom
Yeah,
again.
looking
towards
towards
Blinky.
Well then,
Bloom, could I have a word with you?
she stands up. No. He walks away.
But it's important.
She continued walking.
Just looking towards Scores, does he know?
Do you ask him that?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a little bit in mourning.
Okay, I'll leave her be then.
Figured.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a little bit of slack because she has fully pledged her allegiance to me.
Has she now?
She has. But I've given her a week. And I'm gonna reconsider it, but otherwise she will be mine.
Good for her.
It is a rule that we have in Maylor.
What?
One can pledge allegiance to a lord, but that will end until the day they die. It is not marriage. It is allegiance. It is soul allegiance. It's an old Maylorian tradition.
Oh, it's like chieftains with
Oh,
guns.
like we are a part of your clan.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's more like I will never falter. I will never betray you.
That is very
It's an
good
honorable thing,
established.
but then you are locked for life to that lord, and I want really her to know what she is doing before anything else.
Of course.
Mhm.
At the time being, I will take care of your sister. If you would have anything, please come to me directly. I'm letting all of the other guards know that you are allowed passage in here.
Thank you.
Well done. Please.
We'll bring you back an orb if we happen to stumble upon one in our weird
That would be beneficial.
ventures.
As a huge dove just flies away, it's real.
And come over to others.
You know what this means, right?
Oh, what does it? No, not really.
We had one day before the fucking maniac with the fire was gonna find us, right? And
Uh-huh.
there's no orb here anymore.
No, he can
So we
find
should
it.
leave pretty
Yeah.
soon before actual someone is gonna burn down the place. So that isn't scorched.
You were talking about me?
Oh my god. Baby,
No, no, no.
baby.
Gonna turn back
boo.
towards Scorch and like, yeah, we're chased by circle mages, so we should probably leave.
Yeah, we're gonna leave. Oh wait! Actually, okay, just be straightforward. I need to go into your weird basement
Why?
because you have like weird skeletons apparently lying around in your deep basement of this place, and I need to go down there and do something. Throw this weird goop thing I have on one of them or something. And that's supposedly supposed to help me.
By all means.
Thank you. And
I'll take out the wine.
Mhm.
give this to your lovely female companion, won't you? Sure, she'll love it.
He takes it, but he like overlaps your hand. She's not my lover. I'm terribly sorry to give you a ruse about it. It's something of some sort of the image of a lord to have a lady, but she's not.
What is she then?
Entertainment.
You know,
Smooth.
I like you a lot more now. Thought you were such a fucking prick yesterday.
I know. I've been a prick to many people.
Huh.
Just to give illusion that I'm of nobility blood.
Ironic.
Don't worry, I will take care of my advisors.
Entertainment.
Advisors.
Well, regardless, drink it yourself.
Oh yeah. I will. Please leave me be.
Yeah, thank you.
I have some
Bye.
planning to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, just good luck.
You come down to the basement of the place and you find piles of bones down in the basement.
What are you doing, Blinky?
So yeah, I haven't been able to update you, but I met this woman. The Arteria. And yeah, apparently I'm supposed to, you know, that weird goop we found in Elvis.
I'm gonna start to walk around and look at the bones as I talk.
Yeah, I'm supposed to, for some reason, send something down here, be it a bone or an item. These are all dead necromancers from the war, I believe. And well, I'm supposed to. She didn't specify what I was supposed to do with this stuff. She said, use it. So I'm like, either I pour it on there, or I drink it, or they drink it, or I sniff it, or. And then that's.
But you were supposed to sense it.
I don't know. I'm supposed to find some kind of weird idol or token that's gonna help me.
How about you
with
close your
necromancy?
eyes and see if you feel something?
Okay.
Make a perception check.
Staring at Blinky, closing her eyes.
It's a 22.
22. You really, really, really close your eyes. And for a second, you only hear like wind, gusts of wind down in the basement. And then your friends' voices and breathing dissipate, and you start to feel deeper and deeper into this chasm. It's so much larger than anything else. And then you feel a connection. And then you hear it. The very, very, very corners of this place. Afei. The word of Afei just whispering into your ear.
I'm gonna go to forward.
You go forward, closer into the darkness, together with your friends behind you.
Just walking in blind.
And then you, as you stop at a T section into this, do you hear from the left, the right side of it? Eyar Minor.
Well, someone is calling at least. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know if it's good though. It's the weird fucking chant.
You continue walking for a couple of minutes downward, descending further and further down, until you come to a section where you start getting a spiral downwards. I haven't been there myself, but I imagine this place is much like there's a cathedral in France. There is, there's a corridor, and all of the on the walls there are these numerous of craniums that are stacked together and piles of bones that are just shoved into and just make this almost like a corridor of death.
The catacombs.
The catacombs, yeah, in France. I think it's underneath. Is it
Paris.
underneath Paris? But is it like Notre Dame? It's
under the half the city.
Yeah,
almost.
it's almost like that. You get the sense that this is like a corridor that closely resembles that. And Blinky and everybody else, you start to see, as you're walking, you start to see these. You have seen these symbols, these arcane symbols before, as you have encountered necromantic spells and whatnot in nowadays. You can see there are numerous of these symbols that are in every 10 feet, almost 2 meters, as you're approaching downwards into this corridor. And there are so many craniums. There are so many skulls, bones, and it's a lot of it. And then, Blinky, you start to feel this pull towards further into this corridor. And as you move towards it, you can see there is a circle, and then there's a large cross section. And in the middle of it all, you can see it looks like it should be some sort of fountain in the middle of it, but it is this large statue of this robed individual that just stretches out the arm towards the corridor you are and holds some sort of it looks like a book or something in the other one. And as you coming closer towards the statue's face is just a skull, just a necromantic skull with a huge necromantic symbol on the forehead.
Does it kind of look like the rider that they had in other temple, or is it different?
It's different. It is much different. It is not like the rider at all.
No.
But on it you can see underneath it where there is almost like a small wall around the fountain. On that, looking towards your direction, it is one skull that is just placed on top of this small knee-like wall around the fountain, and it is to look towards you, and you feel a pull towards that skull.
That one.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna pour some goop on it.
I guess.
I mean, touch it, maybe?
I'll pull out the flask and hold it. I'll put my hand on the skull.
Hello?
You start to hear the elven chant.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
I hear the chanting.
I don't know if that's good.
I don't know either. I mean, the woman seems semi-trustworthy. What's...
We're all here. We will
Yeah.
protect you.
Okay, yeah.
This is because to be a member, or
I don't know what our schemes are.
Mhm.
This could be so many things.
Um,
I am gonna open the
it
I'm just gonna plop.
as you pop it up. It smells disgustingly.
Ugh.
As you lick it, it's almost like you put your tongue, in. If you would dive into a compost, kind of like head first, kind of
It's
like
like
with
a
the tongue.
decomposing chicken, the fat and all that.
Yummy.
It's imagine that there's like 20 oranges mixed together with soil and bananas and some other rotten fruit.
The goo that you scrape up from underneath the bathtub.
Yeah, exactly. Or the goop that comes underneath the trash bag if it has been opened for a bit.
That's what
Oh
I'm
my
thinking
God.
of.
We get the picture.
Okay, I'm just giving the content for the people.
Yeah, good for them because Blinky's gonna be like,
well, I don't know what to do, so...
she's taking a little swig and then she's pouring the rest over the skull because she's like,
She didn't specify!
and she swallows this like, ugh.
I would say, lucky for you, Blinky,
I'm
that you're
a
a
goblin.
goblin.
Yeah.
Because this tastes like ordinary food for you.
Yeah, it's not that terrible. It's
It's
like,
not terrible for the goblin, but for another person, they would like projectile vomit or something.
Oh my God.
But you reach for the skull, and immediately as you touch it, it stops chanting.
I'll pick it up with both hands. Hello?
The mouth of the skull goes,
Hello.
Do we see this?
Creepy.
yes.
We hear that?
Yeah, you can see it as well.
Greetings, my apprentice.
Is it supposed to do that?
It has been long I've seen you.
Do you know them?
Do I know you?
Indeed you do. My voice is different. And my skull is not my own. But now you have the chance to help me restore my body.
What does it mean?
Is it okay?
Indeed it is.
Huh! Long time no see.
Long time no see. You have succeeded the first step of becoming a necromancer.
I guess good. Right?
In order for you to use the book, my powers have transcended into yours.
Uh-huh. I thought you went to the afterlife, though.
I am still in the afterlife.
Uh-huh.
Well, my soul is at least.
Is it everything you
But
wished
now
for?
I have returned from the darkness.
To help?
To make you a necromancer.
Uh-huh. Thank you. But why?
But why? So we can defeat your enemies, of course.
You mean Eloe?
Yes.
Okay.
Just gonna lean towards Vidal. Are we sure this is a good idea?
Oh, this is not a good idea.
Whatever do you mean?
As you have drinking the elixir of death, and now poured it on top of me, we are now bound. Your energy and mine.
Ha!
This
Thus
is
is the
definitely not
way
good.
of the necromancer. A master and an apprentice. You will help me reach the next step of my evolution.
Which is...
To become a lich.
Uh-huh! What is that? Why would you want that?
I wish to live forever.
Uh-huh.
And I wish to bring the visions back as our Naroon did before us.
Blinky,
Mm-hmm.
is this what you want?
Oh, hello there. It is quite difficult to see around when you don't have a neck.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Pivot
poke
him
his
so he
eye
can-
hole.
Hey, stop it. Stop it. I don't have eyes, but I can still see a finger going into my sockets.
You can?
Oh, yes, I do. You have very nice green eyes, I see.
At least you notice.
Are we really gonna walk out of here with the talking skull of...
Marike! My name is Marike.
that?
Yeah, are we?
Why not? This is great, isn't it? So, at least a fun item.
This is splendid. Now my plans will be complete.
What will you do once you become a lich, though? Isn't that a...
Bad
Well,
thing.
Will you just
I-
live forever and...
I will. I don't really know. I am not thinking as far. I'm soon to reach my goal, but it will come to a time when we can discuss that later, my apprentice.
Uh-huh. Just gonna tap her fingers on the skull.
Are you gonna put him in your bag of holding when we go around? Or are you
Excuse me,
gonna...
what? I am not a mere pet or an object. I am a necromancer of the old times.
It's gonna be quite
Yeah.
awkward if you walk around with that thing.
Well, I can be silent.
Can you?
I can.
Will you?
It looks kinda creepy.
Creepy? You can be creepy.
How did you end up here?
I didn't end up here. Your friend here gave me this skull.
Oh.
You see, the book she possesses were my old book. The Book of Marike. My essence still was within it. It's my old phylactery. But now, this skull has become my new phylactery.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing you're choosing a small skull, Blinky, so it's easy to tuck away.
Uh-huh.
And it's easy to communicate.
Very handy.
And do I still believe that I don't sound as elegant? I sound more evil? I am not evil.
I'm impressed that you sound very fluent since you don't have lips. Right?
Yes,
Or vocal
it
cords.
is the beauty of necromancy.
I have a plan. Yeah. Yes.
You do?
With the
Yeah.
skull instead of it.
I'm gonna...
I'm confused.
Yeah, that could work. Okay. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna give me a little bit of minutes. You can converse.
I'll put him next.
I gave him to Fidel. Here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hello there.
Hello.
I remember
I-
you.
I smell him.
Hey, hey! What are you doing?
I'm looking.
Oh, whoa!
Turn around.
Oh my gods! What?
If I would drop you, would you break?
No, I would. Well, I don't. Don't drop me, you imbecile!
Would you die if I dropped you and the skull cracked?
Apprentice,
No, it can-
apprentice, please take back.
Can still bite, Fidel. Please be careful.
Ay, 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 ay.
Yeah, there's a hole behind his jaw. I tap his head. Dup, 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 dup.
After approximately 1 minute, I will make some tiny servants. And
No! 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 You no! 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 No!
It's gonna be. Oh, I probably pick one of the puppets that I have made or something.
No!
Yeah. And then
No!
I'm just gonna be like,
I'll take that now.
and I'm gonna put the head on the body of the
Huh.
tiny servant.
Well, this is humiliating.
Oh, you're so adorable.
Adorable! How dare you? I am an old orc necromancer from the old war. How dare you? And the
I'm
head
gonna
goes-
pet his head. Yes,
Uh,
you are an arc necromancer, and you're very
You will
adorable.
regret this.
I'm gonna take out a little black cloth and making my little hood.
There you go, little dark one.
Well, I guess this will suffice. How do I? Body, move forward.
I'll let him.
God!
Listen to the man.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Stop, 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 stop. And he goes right into a wall.
This is a terrible idea,
Yes.
but I'm sort of into it.
So we just walk out with that.
With my child.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, correction. I am not a child, nor am I your child. I am
Your
my own
master.
person. I am your master. You should listen. You should respect
No,
me.
no, no. She created you.
See?
Created. She didn't create anything.
You're just a tiny skull.
Yeah.
Well, you have a very tiny brain.
Oh,
Hey, not be rude to my friend.
Hey, he
now.
started it.
Well, to be fair, you have no brain.
I do.
No. The skull is empty, you see, and I tap the skull.
Oh, Buddy, make me look at the hairy fella. Stop that.
So how long would he be on this little doll of
8
yours?
hours.
oh God. Are you sure you want it following around talking constantly? Okay.
Yeah, it's up to
So
you.
what are you gonna do then? Leave me here?
Yeah, I was thinking she
Yeah.
could put you in her bag.
It's always a potential if you don't behave.
I will always behave.
Good.
You could make him to a hat.
What?
Put it on your hat.
I can make you an ornamental shoulder piece.
Yeah.
I am not an ornament. I am your master.
Yes, and you are adorable.
Yes, adorable little master.
Maybe he should
maybe
have
I
a
should-
mustache and a beard, a little goatee on his.
You have an
How
eye
to spice
patch.
up this adventure even more.
We have a little
You
eye
could always
patch.
paint him.
Yeah.
No. How dare you?
Eye patch.
You can carry me around, and we shall do quest together to find my body now. I know the location.
The one that got taken by the primordial being underneath the castle of Karai?
No, not that body. I have a new body intent for me.
Oh.
Now, let us travel.
The body starts to move away.
Wouldn't it be a good idea to just let him,
Maybe you should
I
put a
know.
leash on him.
Oh,
I am
like
not a
those we have
dog.
on babies.
Yes.
I am
It's
no
harness
hound.
with a.
I have a rope. Come here, tiny master. I'm gonna go pick him up,
Oh, by the gods, no!
and I'm gonna bring out my rope. I'm gonna tie him around Blinky's chest.
Oh my god, no!
He looks like,
What are you doing? Well, I guess this can suffice.
Yeah.
My
Now
other
you can
two
carry
tiny
your child
servants can
out of
just pop
here.
into my pockets.
Do we need to feed tiny master?
Are you hungry?
I don't feel hunger.
Good.
I do not feel thirst. I am eternal now.
But I think we need to feed him anyways. Right.
Do you need to talk to Ateria?
Ateria, she's still around.
Do you need a therapist?
We need to leave immediately
Why?
because she will claim this feature as her own.
Oh!
But
Maybe you
she's
should
the one
shove
that
him in the bag.
she's the one that told me to go and get you though.
And she's the one who's going to end you.
Lovely! Put him in the bag.
Yeah, you little. I'm just gonna pull the hood over him a little bit more.
No. Wait. I want to see. I want to see the world how I left it.
Okay. But if someone comes close, you're just my weird doll.
Who is this even?
I am Marike, one of the powerful necromancers of the old times.
Also known as Tiny Master.
With tiny lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
But how are you in the skull?
Necromancy, my dear boy.
What
Necromancy.
what do you want to accomplish?
First, we need to kick Ilua's ass.
Who is that?
Bad Mamruka man that
Number
threatened
2
us.
or 3, I don't
Yeah.
know in which order.
The one we met in Gar's place.
We're still on a time frame. We have a potential circle, my.
Oh, right. We have circle mages coming for us. You don't happen to know
You
how
have
to...
circle mages after you already?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
Isn't-
they-
Well, you're doing progress, apprentice.
Are we? Should we
Don't
have
encourage
this?
her.
Should we have this skull man in our lives?
I don't know.
I think we have enough trouble as it is.
Lives! We don't have, me and you, apprentice, we don't have lives. We have eternity
Mark.
together.
I grabbed the skull.
What? No. Be
He-
careful.
He's tied to Blinky's chest.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's like, ah!
well, the skull is not attached to the body, so it
Yeah,
can
but I
Yeah,
tied
but the
tied
tiny
a-
servant is holding
Oh, yeah.
on
yeah,
to
and I
the
tied a
skull.
rope around it, so it's kind of like this.
yeah. So, Blork, you take your hand over the skull.
What are you doing?
Give me one good reason not to crush this skull.
Blinky needs
Because
it.
she says so.
Why do you need this irritating thing?
I will show her the dark
I
arts.
don't talk to you.
He's gonna help us help fuck up the other bad man that is actually being mean to me.
My back
Okay.
baby.
Yeah, his back baby.
So our babies will fight then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I dropped the skull.
And then when this skull man inevitably becomes evil, we'll deal with it later.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
you're gonna
kill-
be an evil problem in the future. You are.
You hear the
I'm starting already to regret this.
Eternity together, you said.
Yes, eternity together.
Oh God.
So I'm not supposed to. But Arteria was supposed to help me combat Ilwe in my mind. How is that gonna work now that she is
Oh,
apparently
that's
not-
easy. I could help you with that.
Aha!
Don't listen to that wannabe bitch of a necromancer. I know the secrets of that man.
You know, the thing is, you can just claim to be this Marike too, and you could just be some weird.
Nonsense!
I'm just gonna circle my fins.
I do sound like Marike, and I am Marike's spirit.
Uh-huh.
You do not sound.
Silence! How do you dare approach me, telling me that I am not who I am?
Do we really have a reason to question them?
We don't have a reason to question either of them, so it's just like, who do we want to trust in the moment? The
Is
problem
it-
is, Arteria kind of promised me, like in 3 to 2 weeks, she could help me combat ill in my mind and stuff like
Okay,
that.
but then
she's
then
also,
you have.
but she's also a friend of Ilvis, which is kind of weird.
But then you have 3 to 2 weeks.
I have to think about. Yeah, you'll get a trial
So you
period.
don't. Yeah, you don't have to decide now. We don't need to show this little master.
We need to travel at once. We need to travel and find what we need.
Sure. We need a lot of things, little man.
No, we need to
Yeah.
venture immediately. We need to find my body, we need to find ingredients. We need to make me ascend.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I'm going to gag you if you don't shut up now.
Gag me.
I'm just gonna hold my hand.
Do you wish
over
to be a
his-
necromancer, do you not?
I hold my hand over his mouth.
What is it?
We have a lot of things to accomplish, and I don't think our
He
first
bites your
priority.
finger.
I wish to talk when I'm going to talk when I need to talk.
There's a
How would you
bag
put
of
them in the
holding with your
bag?
name on it.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, don't tempt me. Huh?
Maybe you shouldn't put him in your bag of holding.
You
Together
said
with
it
it.
should be mine.
Should he be next to the Dark Scepter?
Should he be
Yeah.
next to?
The Dark Scepter?
Do you want to stop? Put it
But
in here.
What Dark Scepter are we talking about?
Nothing.
Bad Scepter.
A bad scepter? Usually is a good scepter in our hands, apprentice.
No, bad.
Yes.
Bad stuff.
Ow!
I was more thinking about all the
Are we
goop
talking
and
about a
parts
scepter?
and stuff like that that he could start
Wait,
being.
Oh,
You
we
just
talk-
plug your ears or something. You don't have ears.
I do not have ears, but did you say Ilue?
What?
Yes.
Really?
Do
What
it.
am I? Yeah.
Are you talking about his scepter?
Yes.
Why?
We're gonna need it. We have to use it to our advantage.
To do what?
Mm,
Take over
Take over what?
the world, of course.
Maybe we should
Maybe
leave
we-
the
maybe we
skull.
don't-
To be a problem in the
Yeah.
future, aren't you?
Just
We're
leave the
gonna
skull
tremble
here.
before our brilliance.
Is there any other skull in here that don't want world domination that want to
Yeah,
help me?
here, over here, yeah.
So, leave. Should we leave the skull here? It seems like
No, that is preposterous.
we can always come back
If
and get
something
him.
would... wait. If something happens to me, it will happen to you too.
Can't we
are
just
bound.
make him silent somehow?
I'm holding up my bag of holding. You wanna?
Yes.
No. Oh my, no. Don't do this. You will regret this. I will bite your fingers.
Put them in
I
it.
will...
I just dropped him.
Flip.
Things were going
Hang
so
my bag of
well.
holding back on me like.
Took him less than 5 seconds though to start talking about world domination. It's speeding
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Well, you can talk to him later. He can probably be of use. Otherwise, we just smash.
Yeah.
Before it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing we picked up.
Robin
I'll
looks so
direct that.
sad.
No, I'm not.
I dropped my little toy in the bag of holding.
No. I thought. Actually, I thought you would smash it, but.
We don't smash things, you know.
Talking about
Regardless.
world domination, I sort of checked in with E.
Uh-huh.
If they had a solution to our other elder being problem.
So you're
They
gonna go
sort-
hug the brother of the one that just threw you away.
That's one way to piss him off.
I mean, I don't know their gender, but they sort of did that to me, so it's kind of felt fair. They made it personal. I should be allowed to make it personal, no?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
But speaking of taking over the world, what?
Yeah.
They sort of said that they could help me capture the scepter in a dream
Uh-huh.
because they want the world to dream again. I don't know if that's bad or not.
It sounds bad.
They also said that their tome is in Kyril.
The one
Okay.
your sister had.
Yeah, and if I wanted to make some pact with them, I need to fetch the book. Don't know if that's what I want. I'm just, looking for options to deal
Okay.
with the squid.
Yeah.
Certainly one option, I suppose.
I mostly just want my sister back. I couldn't really care less about the rest. They were the one who decided to make it personal after all.
Wasn't she like kinda into ear?
She was researching the tome.
Yeah, okay.
And, yeah, that part.
So go steal a book then.
I mean, doesn't necessarily. I could also check for other options. I just want to have my possibilities open,
But we could always steal the book and give it back when we're done with it.
You're
Yeah,
talking
that's
about stealing from the Arcane.
Yep.
That's the, yeah.
Where it all started. Vicky.
This is where I,
mean,
lose
if
my
we're
second
lucky-
team.
If we're lucky, Alvantica is still locked away by Odin.
And then you can be your sister. And just walk in and get it.
Right?
Easy.
Yeah.
That
But
shouldn't be too complicated.
But the town is probably watched by the Circle, no?
Do you really think? I mean, we do a lot of stupid things, but if I was investigating a group of criminals, I wouldn't really believe they would return to the crime scene. Why would they do that?
But
That
orders-
seems incredibly stupid.
Yeah, but don't Order know that we're stupid?
Doesn't criminal return just to look at their
All the
work?
all the time. It's
Yeah.
the best part of it, just watching the misery of the person. When they, not me, but yeah, it's usually part of it.
It is.
Sometimes, if they're like asshole nobility and they just wake up without their precious spoons, yeah, see how you like it.
Uh-huh. But
It's a
yeah, I would like to
possibility.
pick up that book, and we also need to pick up a staff for Vidal.
Yeah. And pick up
And,
other things.
Cat?
Mm.
Do you know anything?
No. Well, I know that.
Maybe the
Hollows are
circle
not
may
gonna
just-
help.
Maybe.
No
Okay.
one.
Maybe the circle mages can help us locate him?
Mhm. I was thinking that too.
I sort of.
I just feel like there's kind of torn on this because it feels like there's so many more important things right now that needs to be taken care of, but last time I took care of important things beforehand, then he almost got murdered by orcs, and now I know he's gonna get executed, so for all we know, it might have already happened.
So, order then. Cat book. Rest.
I don't know, Real doesn't have powers, she kinda needs the book.
I'm be fine, I don't need powers.
You sure?
We have weapons.
I mean, I can still do a lot of things.
That you can. I'm not saying you can. I'm just saying for you.
How about we start with going to the circle mages and see what information they can help us, or what the broken circle in this case,
Yeah.
and see what information they can help us with, and then we can make a decision from there. We
Mhm.
don't really have enough information currently to make a decision.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
And maybe they can give us some information on order.
That too.
Like weaknesses.
Or that he is already here.
Even better.
How about we think positive thoughts? I really need some positive thoughts. Everything has gone to shit. Pardon my language.
Well, we have a talking skull in your bag. That's kind of good. That's funny.
Mhm.
Positive.
And my sister is in a coma and she killed like 7 people.
But her hand is reattached to her body.
Yeah.
Yes, the someone that I thought was my friend tossed me away because I couldn't do things the way they wanted to.
And now
But
you
we
potentially
killed a-
have a better friend
Yeah.
that is not gonna toss you away because they're the cooler friend.
Yeah, and we killed the beholder.
That what?
The big monster.
Oh, the meatball.
Yeah.
Yeah, we killed the meatball thingy. We still flew on a dragon yesterday. That was cool. Yeah, it was 2 days ago.
Yeah. And your dad is a dragon.
Your
Lots
dad
of-
is a dragon,
yeah,
and
lots of
he's
positive
cool.
stuff.
I can't even check in with him right now.
I can. Do you want me to try?
I don't know. I'm scared of what I would hear back if we did.
Still do it if you want to.
Circle mages.
Yeah.
Maybe he can
Yes!
give us a ride.
Circle mages!
Maybe help us distract some guards so we can steal a book and a cat.
So, to the circle mages, let's go! The broken
Okay.
circle, that is.
As we
Have
walking through the
thoughts.
corridor, Blinky's gonna use necrocraft on the skulls in the walls.
Mhm.
And they're gonna each, as we pass by, be like, positive thinking. Everything's gonna go well. Life
Kinda
is
more-
wonderful.
it's like they don't do that. They just open up their mouth as you're walking past. Really, they're, positive thinking. Positive thinking.
Everything will be fine.
It's fine.
Carpe diem.
Capture the deer. No, I don't know.
I was the courier.
I knew it!
Oh, that is adorable! Sorry, I saw the chat. That is adorable. Oh, man. Okay.
Elimination.
All right. So you continue outwards, and you can see that Scorch is no longer there. He has probably gone away and done other stuff.
Drinking.
But you continue on out from the bandit lair, and you walk south towards the to the broken circle. you reach to the broken circle. You can see there are people are walking around in. It is a camp. It is a camp that is built inside of the city. There are some buildings that are like ruins that are there, but they are attached with tents and whatnot. It looks like it's a very movable camp, but there are numerous of these. They look very similar to the circle mages. They have they have the same type of style to it, but you can see on their shoulder pads they usually have these symbol of the circle that are a full circle and the emblems of all of the other academies that are around the circle. But all of these emblems are broken in the middle, and the only thing that remains is probably like a school that they only look into. So it's a broken circle with only one glyph that is visible. And most of them are clothed. Usually all of these mages have like different colors to it. Like Ordan had this black and and others have like blue or whatnot. But these are just gray and darker gray colorization to them. They are walking around in the camp and they are talking amongst each other, and they kind of look very suspicious towards you as you walk into camp. And there is one larger tent that is opened to the public, and you can see there is almost like a large cauldron in the middle of the room, and beyond that there is a large table with a huge map on it. None of the mages or anybody in the camp approaches you, or some of them just staring at you, then moves away further into the camp.
Screw it. Anyone here know where Luzon is, or is Luzon? Luzon!
As you say, Luzon, from the inside of the larger tent, you get quite larger man approaches. Olive, darker, black skin. He's bald, shining bald, and it's quite rotund. He's quite larger man, and he has this grayish robe as previously, and this very longer goat tee that goes down a little bit on his shin. And around his belt he has a book that looks like a spell book. And on the other side it looks like some sort of wand. A wand looking with a small orb that is hanging on the handle of it. And on his back he looks like he has a quarterstaff attached on the back of it. He reaches out to you. You can see he has a little bit of a scar on him, but friendly eyes that you look into as he moves over and pushes a little bit of the roof of the tent, looking at you with this quite golden brown eyes.
Hello.
Yes. And who might you be?
Associates of Nope?
Aren't we past that?
What are we now then?
I don't know. Nope.
Never heard of your kind.
The annoying mortals of Nope?
Okay.
Or rude mortals of Nope?
Right. What can I help you with?
Scorch told us that you could perhaps help us with some.
Oh, you're those people.
Yeah.
I see. Please, come into the tent, please.
Thank you.
But please do not touch anything.
Of course not.
We're in the middle of trying to experiment on a sulfurous bomb.
A what?
Don't touch anything, please.
What is a sulfurous bomb?
As you're moving in, you can see there's only him and this large cauldron that is bubbling. And he walks towards it. There have been some time when people that doesn't have magical power cannot stand against the powers of the circle. But now I am creating something of a fireball to the people. Our king, or Scorch, as you told him, wants to see some people burn, and I'm giving him an opportunity to burn them. And
Very
he
happy I'm not
makes
on
a
the list.
make a gesture with the hand, and the fire underneath the cauldron stops. He looks towards you. I am Luzanne.
I smell the
Question.
cauldron.
Make a perception check.
An 11.
You roll a lot of 11.
Yeah.
You can smell the sulfur inside of it, but it's a very weird mixture. You're not really sure if it is oil inside of it, but it's a mixture of some things, and it's bubbling. It's very odd. Well, you are here to do some business then? He gestures towards some chairs and they come scooching in. And he sits down and it's an old wooden chair. He sits down and it starts to crack and almost bend a little bit because of his weight.
Yes, we were told you could give us some teleportation aid.
Ah, yes. You have come to that bit of trust, haven't you? The Bandit King does not willy-nilly trust people, but if you have done that, well, I guess I can give you the coordinates here.
Yeah, I'm
And
not
he-
gonna question that.
Yeah, not the willy-dilly, no.
He scribbles on a piece of paper and gives it to Blork.
Clearly the mage in the group.
Yeah.
I can take that, Lord.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, anything else I can help you with?
Multiple things. Heard you might have coordinates for the Tabaxi Isles. Some Mila.
Mirapole.
Mirapoli
Mira.
in Silisila.
You need to work on your pronunciation, little one.
I have never heard this word before, and it's stupid sounding.
He goes over and picks out a book in a close-by shelf, and he puts it out. And then you need to start to research about the Navarian culture. They are an honorable people. They are more mellow than others, but they wish to be respected.
Oh, that I do.
He takes out the book and he taps inside of the book, and a symbol approaches out from the book. Here is the symbol and the coordinates.
Thank you.
Do you perhaps have a scrying orb or something we could borrow? Or a
It
sending
depends.
stone?
Well, it depends on whom is going to use it. And for what intention.
Find a friend.
I can do that. But what are you going to give us in return?
What do you want?
Do you have components?
Depends. Oh, what type of components you want?
Well, a lot of things I do, but do you have components for the fireball incantation?
What do you need?
What would you need for
Yeah.
that?
The fireball? We needed to make more of it.
Yeah, but what components do you
Yeah.
need?
Oh, I thought you were. Sorry, I figured you were magic users.
What the heck is butt guano?
That is what
Did you say
That is-
butt guano?
Bat guano. What the heck is that?
That is bat poo.
Yeah, bat shit.
It
That
is
is-
that.
Yeah.
Bat poo.
That I could get you quickly. Like down now. I can go and get you some.
That will be beneficial. Well, I guess you can borrow one of our scrying orbs. He reaches out and takes one of the. It looks like a orange, like an orange, nearly pink orb from the shelf, and he gives it to Rill.
Why do you need the components though? Can't you just use the focus? They don't cost you anything.
Some people cannot use focus. Our people here can. But I am creating a mechanism, not a mechanism, but an item that allows people to cast magic where there is none.
Sounds like something
Sounds
very dangerous.
It is not if you're well trained in it. As our Bandit King said, we're soon at war. And I intend to come here prepared.
Of course. Do we need anything else?
Do you have gossip about other circles?
Yeah, exactly. Let's just go
Yes.
straight to the point. Do you know someone named Odin?
As soon as you do it, you hear his eyes goes up and go, "Ah! That son of a ass of a bootlicker. I fucking hate him. I hate him to his guts. I knew that Ophelia should not take him in. Oh, I bad influence that boy.
Okay.
Why do you hate
So-
him?
Everything bad you have on this person, we would like.
Yeah,
Bad?
weaknesses too.
He is the
Actually, everything you know about this person. Just everything.
Why does he hate
Well-
necromancers? Start with that.
Well, why? Because he's a hunter. He is what we call a seeker. He is experimentation between the Circle of Magi and the Inquisition of Magi when we helped and were together. He is the product, a progeny of that experimentation. And he is trained to be a bloodhound.
It's quite rude.
Well, he is immensely powerful, and he has gained a lot of access within the realms of those who are in the protection of the circle. He is trained to be not nice.
So, if someone is hunted by this individual,
I assume
How'd
as you
you-
are.
yes, how do you avoid being captured?
You don't.
Thanks.
Seekers are quite skilled of finding something that we mages has found in the very lateness of the war, but not used in a long time. Please, if I assume some of you is a necromancer, please lend out your hand.
What are you gonna sense?
I am going to show you what we called the necro residue.
Not sure it will work. I've shielded myself.
He touches, and you can see a little bit of a bluish orb on his wrist start to emanate up, and you can see that where Blinky's blood is, a huge portion of it starts to like bend up towards it, and you can see black spots around the blood start to like vibrate and go towards it like a magnet. This is necro residue. These are dead blood cells that are infused by necromancy. And he drops away his hand. The Seekers are known to seek the necro residue within a body. They can sense the necromantic infusement together with the lifespan of
people.
But how far away? It's not like they can sniff this from.
That is a tricky question. I know that the Seekers usually uses these scrying orbs to indicate to find a specific person.
So if I used mind blank on myself, could they find me still? Since
Never
it's-
experienced that.
Potentially not. We shall see.
But Seekers are very hard to get rid of.
Yeah, is there any way to make him stop?
Kill him,
That's gonna create
go
more
to
problems,
the
though.
Archmage and tell them to stop the search.
What if we're wanted terrorists?
Well, you are a necromancer, and I can sense it with this. You are an enemy of the state already.
Yeah.
So you either lose your powers, my friend, or you will face the consequences of the old age.
So I'm fucked forever then.
Well, to put it like a farmer boy, you are fucked.
Yay. Who makes
So
the
if we-
rules in the lands?
Well, it depends on the land. If you are
appeal
very
to the
lucky,
king?
you should go to the High King of Galgor.
Oh, perfect.
But I would not do that in the very moment, as a ravaging war in the south is going on.
Yeah, Blinky, I don't think this is the time to try to get an audience with the king and
I need
get
to
a law
at some
through
point.
that makes necromancy illegal.
From the side
Don't.
tent, you can see two people walking in with some. One is walking in with the chest, and the other one walks in with something that looks like a carpet. And they immediately stop. They stare at all of you, and starts to back away. And you recognize them a little bit.
Wardy?
Make an intelligence check, all of you, or a history check. It's more of a history check.
A 20.
Oh,
A dirty 20 from me too.
12. Oops, I clicked something.
Per.
Yes, I'm looking.
History.
Where the from there it is.
It's under age.
Well, technically, Blork, you cannot do that. I remembered.
Nah, it would be
I don't know
kinda
if
weird.
Blinky can either. Yeah, I think
Is it
so.
that far?
You
back?
Yeah, I'm like,
you recognize the people because you recognize them from a cart.
oh god, no.
But then you recognize them from being the people that transported Vika back in the day.
Oh,
The people that let you go.
The twins?
And yeah, both of the twins are there.
I mean, they wouldn't recognize me.
No, they wouldn't recognize you, but they recognize
They
Vidal.
wouldn't recognize
Obviously.
me
Yeah,
either
they
because
would
I was a
recognize
gnome.
me.
They would
They
only
recognize
recognize
Vidal.
Vidal.
They stop and go like, and they start to back away. Oh, you can leave that over there. They leave and they just look at Vidal and they just, oh, and
I
then they
wave.
move they move away, like instantaneously go away.
I guess they didn't get home.
No.
They might.
So, is there anything else I can help you with?
Does Orden have any weaknesses? Like, is he allergic to mushrooms?
If you say if Orden has weaknesses,
Yeah.
to my personal opinion of it, his ego.
I was just gonna say he can probably
Well-
suffocate on his ego.
He has a very
So I'm supposed
large
to
ego.
insult him to death?
You can probably figure something out.
Could always make a trap, use you as bait, and his ego is just for sure gonna lead him there.
Yeah, I can-
You want me to teleport you somewhere?
Not currently, we don't We need to use the scrying Noah first.
Yeah, I kind of need you
Understand.
to borrow one of those.
You want to borrow another one?
Oh, I can't do scrying. I need one of you to do it
This is
for
why
me.
we got to borrow an orb.
So we can use it, the scrying orb
Yes.
ourselves?
You're gonna give me
Yes.
bat shit.
Yeah, I'll give you batshit. How much do you want?
I want. He looks down at his notebook and turned it to his side. 10 kilos.
Oh my god!
Sounds great. Blinky don't know what that is. I'll fix that.
Question. If I would turn into a bat,
No, no.
No!
That's
no.
not how it works.
No!
Because you're a magical bat, then.
yeah, but what would...
No!
It's still no.
Is it goat shit then?
You can certainly try. I would love to see you turn into a bat and shit of 10
fuck is
kilos to Blinky.
A very large bat.
Blinky could enlarge me
I
as a bat.
Oh dear God.
could also make a mansion and then have him use the mansion and get components in the mansion that you need.
It
Because
disappears when it goes out.
yeah, well, you can still. We made the earrings by doing the things in the thing. Okay, the spell is very unclear
Yes.
and weird.
But please, do you want to sit and do your scrying here?
Might as well.
Sure.
Please
the wand
come
to
to my
Blinky.
chamber.
Okay.
You come into his chamber, and it's an ordinary mage's chamber in a tent.
I think it's better if you do it yourself, Blinky.
Yeah.
Can feel a bit weird, but
Okay.
Who do you scry on?
The cat.
The cat.
Meow.
And I need to roll a saving throw. Okay. As you take the orb, almost like Aragon do it with looking into the Palantiri, you look into it and you immediately get sucked into its magical sphere, and then you see a very beautiful wooden-like room, a larger hall that looks almost like it's made out of wood, most of it, and these very nice candles and tapestries that are hanging close by. And there is a throne, and on that throne there are four thrones. Two that are larger in the middle, and two that are smaller that are close by to it. Both seats in the front it sits two tabaxis, and one of them looks very, very closely reminiscent to how Siren looks like. But a female, very, very like white-ish to the colorization, to the fur, and have those very weird clumpy crowns that Siren had. Close by, it's another still like a tabaxi, but I would say it's more of a gray colorization to the fur, male looking, more stern and more. It looks like they are not amused at all. And in the middle, in front of them, stands a female tabaxi that is more whitish silvery on the fur, looks very disgustingly good, looks like Siren, but has a sword in her hand. And in front of her, it's what you now can see is Siren that is bound together. That is bound in feet and legs be feet, legs, and arms together and sitting upright and looking up at this female that's holding this very large sword towards him. And they are speaking in a language that I assume that Blinky does not understand.
She can talk while she's looking at this, though.
Yes.
She's gonna start to repeat, like,
Write this down.
to someone. She's just gonna try to repeat some of the things she hears, like speaking in a cat weird language. Just
Siren replies with,
Oh,
and she gestures towards the throne, and she almost like a yelling gesture, and you can see both of the images that were on the throne dissipates. And she points towards Siren and in a very, very judgmental tone towards him. And you haven't seen him shrink down in shame as much, but he does. She goes to him with the sword close to the edge of the shin, and she makes a cut on him. And then the hardest pimp slap she could give Siren, and he flies to the ground. And other soldiers just pick him up again. She walks over to him again and takes the sword underneath his throat, whispered something in that Tabaxi language, and then they are taking him away. And there we end tonight's episode, my friends.
Meow.
Me.
Regardless of and excuse our Cantonese, it is the Tabaxi. Regardless, my friends, it's been very, very fun playing again. But unfortunately, we need to end the session here because people are going to work tomorrow. But now we're back, and we are also going to play next Sunday. So stick around, and I hope you will return there. I hope. Looking at Danne, or
What? Yeah.
I thought you were trying to say something.
No, yes, we're gonna
he
play
was
next.
happy that you're not saying.
I might have something else to do, like traveling the
I
world
I'm
and
gonna do
work.
work.
I have like a
sure.
dinner party.
Ah, yes.
Yes. Quite.
Fancy.
Go to the bathroom.
It's he and Kalle and Per is going to have a fancy dinner at home.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Nea are gonna do something else. Yes, totally.
Mm-hmm. Regardless, my friends, thank you so much for looking at our adventure here at the Curse of the Black Mountain. Make sure to go over to our YouTube channel where you can search for Roll of Faith, and you have tons of different things. You can go back and look over to this campaign. This episode is episode 98. 98. We're soon reaching that 100. But you can head over there, and we have tons of other role-playing games so that we play Dawn of War, Rogue Trader, and other goodies there. So you can head over there if you don't had enough of role-playing. But now we say goodbye and see you next Sunday.
Body high.
Bye.